we need to talk about. However, there is something that I need to talk about before we begin talking about what happened today. A confession. I unfortunately I haven't set up my OBS apparently. Professional streamer, you would think that I would be ready on the ball for this, but I'm not. Also, it's a red day today. We've got red and red. Got red and red. But there is something that I must confess. There is something that I must own up to, and it is this. At 10:45 PM BST yesterday, I had just finished getting a brand new world record in the video game Ryuga Gotoku Ishin for the PlayStation 4. And after getting world record for Ryuga Gotoku Ishin for the PlayStation 4, I go ahead and made this statement. I'm not going to show the actual cutscene because it's the end cutscene of Ishin, and most people are quite excited and don't want to see the spoilers. So I'm just going to play the preparation. Chat. Somebody else has said the dreaded words Ishin Kiwami again. Please point and laugh at them. This game does not need a Kiwami. I don't know how many times we have to tell that to people, but point and laugh. Noob on the run. Noob on the run. You've got noob in your name, so. 15 minutes after I made that statement, at the Sony State of Play, Sega and Ryuga Gotoku Studio announce Like a Dragon Ishin, which in Japan goes by the moniker Ryuga Gotoku Ishin Kiwami. I don't need this anymore. It's so funny. It's so fucking funny. I will hold this L. I will hold this L loud and fucking proud. I will hold this L so loud and so fucking proud. I still am of the opinion that Ishin didn't need a Kiwami, but am I complaining? Not in the fucking slightest. RGG are going the extra mile. RGG are 10,000% going the actual extra mile on this. So let's start off with that trailer from yesterday, shall we? For those who have missed it, we're gonna do all the news from today. So let me get that trailer from yesterday. Get the heck out of here, Tough Potter. Where'd it go? Where'd it go out of here? There it is. So let's.
I wanted to scream during the RGG Summit, but I didn't want to wake up other people.
You and me both. I kind of wish I wasn't like so exhausted, tired when this happened yesterday. So this is how Ishin. Okay, capture card. This is how we got Ishin. So Sony State of Play. RGG didn't say at all, watch this, get ready for this, get excited for this. It's near the start of the State of Play, and somebody like the voiceover does the whole drawing and is like, here is an upcoming game from Sega, which is a remake, which is coming out for the first time in the West. And I'm sat there at that moment, and I'm like, what? Like, I'm literally like, I have no energy. I've been awake at that point for about 39 hours. I only got 1 hour's sleep the night before. I was awake for about 39 hours. I was fucking sat there just like, what? And I'm mad I didn't stream this, because I was going to. And then this happens. Oh, that's fucking loud. That's what happens. Oh, shit. When the words Kyo 1867 appeared on the screen, and I heard what to say. I just got a world record in this fucking game. I knew exactly what it fucking was. I absolutely lost my shit. I absolutely lost my shit. And the fact that when it first turned up as well, this is clearly not the old version of this shit. I just knew. I was like, here comes that L. Look at him. Holy fuck. Sakuma Aryoma. And of course, everyone at this point is like, this is a fucking Dragon Engine. It's not. So what they're doing is the cutscenes, the combat. I wanna touch on this as well. This combat is 10,000 fucking %. It's not 10,000%, but it is definitely 100% faster than Ishin's combat. Like, as somebody that has played the loving shit out of Ishin, this combat is faster. That's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm not saying that's a bad thing at all. This combat is faster. I don't know if it's just for, like, the trailer or whatever. This combat is definitely faster. I am interested. But, like, oh my god. So, the way that they're doing it, like... Obviously, this is the main street. I have walked into so many fight spawns on this street. I hate this street. They're obviously redoing, like, all of, like, the actual cities and stuff as well, instead of just, you know... It's kind of like... You know how Kamurocho in the Dragon Engine is, like, expanded a bit on streets? Like, certain streets are, like, a bit wider and stuff like that. This is absolutely a little bit wider. I can't believe I'm looking at this still. This is absolutely amazing. Beth, thank you for the 2 months. I appreciate it. Also from earlier, because I don't actually have my alerts set up. Whoops, that's a problem. I am Sparta. Thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Vengeance of Iron. Thank you for the resub, and also Stardew. Thank you for the Prime. I appreciate it. Sorry for not thanking you out earlier. My actual thing is broken at the moment. My actual alert program. Not the alert program, my actual alerts, but yeah, so they're obviously redoing like the entire cities and everything. Like they're redoing everything. So this was the trailer we got yesterday. Which again, I'd been awake for 40 hours at this point. I was just sitting here in fucking stunned silence. Fucking Ezo. Like, the amount of times I've said that is amazing. Also, there's a lot of blood. I don't know, like in the actual non-heat attacks, there's like not that much blood. But look at this attack right here. Because this is a heat move. Look at how much blood that is. Like, yeah, you've got the stylistics in the background. That's a lot of blood. That's actually a lot of blood. Now, Ishin does have blood, but that is a lot of blood. Now, that's interesting, because the second that this turned up on the trailer, and despite the fact that I'd been awake for 40 hours, my brain suddenly clicked. Because I saw this tiger, and I went to myself, that's not right. I saw the tiger, and I was just like, wasn't a tiger in Ishin. Excuse me? Now, if I was a bit more awake, I would have shouted to the heavens about it, but I was just like, this is not right. This is different. Not in a bad way. So, we'll get into this in a bit, because it's become apparent, like, why there's a tiger now. You'll see. The Umiboshi, of course. That's one of the good heat moves that we actually use in the speedrun, by the way. So I'm very happy to see that. So, I'll remove the webcam so you can all see. The title is now Like a Dragon Ishin, which... It's an interesting one. I think this is the right time to rebrand. I think that the Yakuza name is kind of awkward to work with. And also the Yakuza name wouldn't work for this game. Because there is no Yakuza. Like, the characters themselves are obviously based off of the characters from, obviously, the Yakuza games. But it's not like Yakuza you deal with the Yakuza like some of the Yakuza games. So I actually like the fact that we're going for this rebrand at this point. Because this is the point where this rebrand is going to work. And it's a lot more accurate to the actual Japanese title, which is Ryuga Gotoku. So I actually quite like the fact that we're rebranding now to Like a Dragon. I think that's a good thing. I think that's a very, very good thing. And yeah, that's, as you can see, this was it. And they said February 2023. And that's all we got at first. That's what we got at first. But that's obviously not it. There is other things that we got after that. So let me bring up what happened today. So today. We had the RGG Summit. The RGG Summit was absolutely fantastic. We got a good couple of announcements. We're going to go over all of them. I'm just firing up all the trailers right now. Including things that we expected and that thing we definitely did not expect. I don't think anyone could have called this. We'll get to it, because goddamn, this one makes me fucking excited. So, this was how the RGG Summit started. This capture card. This is Ishin. So, this is going to begin. For those of you who don't know, this is the very first cutscene that is in Ishin. The very first. One of the things that and I think a lot of people really wanted from the Dragon Engine, a reminder that this is Unreal Engine, not Dragon Engine, is we wanted dynamic weather again. It's obviously there's a lot of YouTube compression and stuff, and obviously there's going to be compression going from like YouTube to my end and stuff, but my god, this looks good. My god. It looks so good. This is the first cutscene. That's Okatsusoji. That's good old Okatsusoji. Played by, not Majima. Oh. I've seen a lot of people ask. Majima is very much in this video game. So Majima fans, if you like this lad right here, trust me, you're going to get your cake and you're going to fucking eat it. And then yesterday, after the announcement of the game, there was one shot. It's an iconic shot from the game of your four main characters. Oh my god. Oh my god, we've got HD Mine and he's fucking hot. Oh my god. I'm so glad we got HD Mine. Fuck me. Fucking god, he's hot. Fucking god. Mine is, you might wonder, like, because obviously when Ishin came out, this was the first time we'd seen Mine, and more importantly his actor, obviously, since the original Yakuza 3. He is a big character in this game. Again, I'm not going to say any plot stuff, don't worry. He's a big character in this game. He is very prominent in this game, and in a couple of scenes, he actually steals the show. He is a very, very good character in this game. And of course, Shinpachi, aka Saejima. Just keep an eye on Saejima's arms during this entire trailer, because dear god, they're fucking gorgeous as well. This is the opening cutscene from Ishin. So what they're doing is they're pretty much doing what they did with K1 and K2, where they're taking the original cutscenes and putting them obviously in the Unreal Engine this time. I can't say Dragon Engine, which actually does work very well. It does work very well, as you'll see, because this is just gorgeous. Like, when I use Unreal Dragon Engine, that's something I hoped they would answer today, but they didn't. We might get answers for that, we might not. The thing that I think before we get going with this, so I think the Unreal Engine is probably going to be a little easier to develop this quickly for. You remember how we went from old engine to Dragon Engine with 6, back to the old engine for Fist of the North Star, back to the Dragon Engine with K2, where everyone pretty much agreed that K2 felt, you know, actually like more worked on and more completed. I think to do Ishin's remake and get it out in like a timely manner, and with them trying to get obviously new developers in and stuff like that, I think that Unreal Engine is a choice to basically have it be a little easier to get new devs in and get them acclimatized to making games for RGG before moving them onto the Dragon Engine, because I'm fairly certain the other things today were in the Dragon Engine. I might be wrong with that, but I think this is a choice to be able to get newer devs into the studio and just, you know, get them a bit more acclimatized to how RGG does stuff. So, because it's a side project, yeah, I think so as well. And again, it's not bad. You're right, Tony. It looks absolutely fucking gorgeous. Like even just the lighting effects. Look at the absolute lighting effects. And yes, this cutscene did have a lot of blood originally as well. Like, look at the lighting effects from the lights. Look at the lighting effects from the sparks from the katanas. Holy fuck. I love that man. I love that man so much. I'm so glad he's in this game, because if you haven't seen the Summit today, but you've seen Ishin before, oh, you're in for a surprise. Because I don't remember the last time I lost my shit like I did during this trailer. So, not Akiyama, not Ryuji, again. I'm not going to say their characters and their role in Ishin, but they are big characters in terms of like the overall plot. Yeah, I hope so. It could be one of those things that's just honestly a shadow drop, because it's more of a Western announcement rather than a full conference announcement. So, yeah, if there's one thing the Dragon Engine does absolutely beautifully, it's lighting. And then, of course, you all know I have the biggest absolute fucking man crush for, well, also Date, but more for this fucking guy. Every time he speaks. Hello, Watase. God, I fucking love him. God, I fucking love him. I cannot overstate how much I fucking love Watase. Like, really
も
fucking
う
good.
一人の自分に切られることになるんやからな。
Look at the lighting in this scene.
坂本龍馬さんよ。
Look at how he looks. Even in on the Unreal Engine, he looks so fucking good. Chin. And this is where we get our first change. And I think this is something expected. I'm not surprised about this. So, we get the little short synopsis of the story, Sakamoto Ryoma. So, for those who are wondering, you can play this game without any knowledge of the rest of the series. The characters might look like the Yakuza characters themselves, but this is a self-contained story. You can absolutely play this game whenever, however you want. It's been confirmed that this is coming out on everything. So, PlayStation, Xbox, PC. The Steam page is already up, by the way. You can't pre-order it just yet, but it is up on Steam. You can wishlist it on Steam, for example. I think you can already pre-purchase on Xbox. I might be wrong. But it's going to be on everything. Everything that got announced today is going to be on everything. Just to make that perfectly clear for anyone who's worried, anyone who's wondering, it's as we said before, RGG know how important, like, both the Western market and the Eastern market is to the series, but also every platform. So don't worry, everything you see today is available on everything. You can play it on whatever you want to play it on, unless you're on the Switch. So I'm still surprised we haven't had, like, 0K1. So, the first change. Again, not necessarily a bad thing. You might hear something rather familiar. If you're wondering and you watched the RGG Summit and you couldn't picture where these guitars are from, they are from Yakuza 4. It is Yakuza 4's main theme for Faith. So, Ishin originally came out with a licensed song, as most of the Yakuza games do, by One OK Rock, which, it's one of their popular songs. It's, I think it's called Clock Strikes Back. I'm not surprised we didn't get it for this game. And For Faith is not a bad song for Ishin. For, obviously, the theme of, you know, as I said earlier, you've got the four main protagonists in, you know, not Kiryu, not Majima, not Saejima, not Mine. It works. It works. I think it works. It's very jarring hearing Yakuza 4's main theme with Ishin. But don't worry, because it does fit. And that's not the only big change for Ishin's remake, because this is where things get interesting. So this is the chapter 3 or 4 cutscene where Ryoma goes to Shinsengumi to do the tryout. They weren't ever going to replace Majima as Okuta Soji, let's be honest. Not the one not the one that we're looking at. Wait for it. Here is the Shinsengumi. Hamazaki got replaced by fucking Kuze. This is where the changes start. And again, they're not bad changes. Oh my god. So, playing this role originally was Hamazaki. Hamazaki from Yakuza 3 and 4. It was Hamazaki's actor. In this game, it's fucking Kuze. He is a somewhat major player in the plot. I'm just gonna put that out there. Oh, hey, Wano, how the fuck you doing? You can probably guess at this point. RGG have decided to replace the actors with the 3 lieutenants from Yakuza 0. Shibusawa's coming up next. That is inspired. As I love the original actors. So some of the people getting replaced are, obviously I said, Hamazaki, etc. Oh my god, some of these replacements are really good. Like, having the 3 lieutenants and bringing them back is clever. I can't believe. I'm sorry, I gotta go back. I cannot believe. Stop going backwards. I have to point him out. Fuck this man. So once again, Kuze, I don't know why my backwards. Oh, I'm using it on keyboard, that's why. Don't worry, you'll see in a second. I'm kind of happy. I'm not gonna lie. I know people are very conflicted about this man. This is Aizawa from Yakuza 5. I'm actually genuinely actually happy that we get to see, like, a HD Aizawa. For those of you who are wondering, Aizawa here, who is, you know, if you played Yakuza 5, you know, he gets far more character development in this game than the entirety of Yakuza 5. There you go. I hope that helps. And then we get the interesting character changes because I keep forgetting who that is, but fucking, it's our boy Zhao. It's our boy Zhao. I keep forgetting who the guy before Zhao is, which is bad because I really should know. His face keeps escaping me. Like, oh, it's from fucking yeah. Oh god, his name is on the edge of my tongue. Oh god. Yeah, Koshimizu from 6. Fuck. Yeah, holy shit. How could I forget Koshimizu? We hit him with a bike. That's the speedrun strat. We hit him with a fucking bike. But yeah, we've got Koshimizu, who I don't remember who he's replacing. I want to say Zhao is Baba's replacement. I think Zhao is the Baba replacement, which that's a really good change. I was hoping to see Baba in, you know, I almost said the Dragon Engine, in Unreal. Zhao is a good change. Zhao is very good. I like Zhao. I like Zhao a lot. I like Zhao a hell of a lot.
Ishin hype.
Ishin hype, indeed. I like this. This is good. Also, I didn't think this man could get sexier, but fucking hell. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Fuck you, Mabuchi, leave me alone. They're not going to replace Kashiwagi. Kashiwagi is his same role as before. We've got Morinaga back as well, which that's also kind of nice, honestly. Like, having Morinaga and Aizawa back is a curious one, but I like that. I'm happy about that. Like, Koshimizu replaces Ogata. That makes sense, yeah. As I've said, Hijikata, still, Mine, so fucking happy. There's more changes. There's more. So, this is, what's his fucking face? From Yakuza 4. Fucking god, I keep forgetting his name. But it seems as though he's replaced by someone generic, so that's okay, because this... Listen, this isn't a spoiler, don't worry. This guy, he only is in the video game for like a minute. Don't worry. It's not a spoiler. Katsuragi, yeah. Can I just say as well, because here's the thing, remember this was PS3 era Ryuji, so we get the nice Ryuji model back. Holy fuck. Like, PS3 era Ryuji went through a bad phase, because PS3 era Ryuji, you had two of them. You had Dead Souls Ryuji, and you had Ishin Ryuji. Ishin Ryuji looked pretty good. Dead Souls Ryuji looks like he's just woken up and got hit in the face with a zombie. Which is true. So I'm very glad we've got the good-looking Ryuji back because of obviously having him in K2. And then, of course, you know... Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not too hot about this one. I actually quite like a lot of the character changes in this game, but this one is one that I need to hold judgment on until it happens. Takashi Hanpeter. So... Takashi Hanpeter, as they said in the interview afterwards, without going into details, Takashi Hanpeter is the second most important character in this game, outside of the main character, Sakamoto Ryoma. I really liked the original actor's work with Takashi Hanpeter, so I'm a little biased in that. And I do think that old Shibusawa's actor is going to do a very good job, but I am a little worried. Ishin gameplay trailer. Yo, hold up. Let me permit you to... Oh, bloody mouse. Let me permit you to send a message, because I haven't seen it yet. Because I will go over that with a fine-tooth comb. If you'd like to pop the link in. Don't worry, the bot won't bop you now. Thank you very much. Let me grab that. 2.5 minutes. Ooh, watch that in a second. We'll watch that after we've done this trailer. So... Shibusawa is not... His actor's really good. It's interesting. I think he'll do a good job. I think I'm just a little worried for nothing. I think he's going to do a very, very good job. I'm just, you know, having had the original actor do like such an amazing job, I'm a little worried, but I don't think he's going to do a bad job. It's going to be an interesting dynamic between Shibusawa and Kiryu, honestly. They're actors. Oh yeah, and then coming up, yeah, he's still. This is obviously this was always gonna be the same. I'm so happy we get to see Daigo in a goddamn top knot still. Fucking god. Half Jesus Christ, thank you for the 12 months, the year of support. I appreciate it. I'm so glad. Like, they were never going to change his role in this game, but yeah, I'm glad. And then we get to the bit that just threw me completely off for a loop.
そこまで驚いたか。とっておきの武器を連れてきたわ。
Oh my god. Fucking the young master. So he replaces Aoyama from Yakuza 5, who has a somewhat important role in this video game. It's so weird seeing the young master. I'm actually like this was the point in the Ishin reveal that fucking shook me, because it was kind of, this was the bit of realization that, oh fuck, what the hell? Like, of all the people, like, thought it'd be Han-Peter? Yeah, of all the people that the young master was going to be, Aoyama was not the person I was expecting. I was not expecting this to be his role, or him to be in this game. So this was the point that really rocked me. This was the point, was just alright. Again, not a bad choice, I'm just shocked. Like, it's one hell of a choice.
山本龍馬だ。
いよいよ時間がなくなってきた。
And this is good. This is fucking good. This is fucking good. The leader of the Shinsengumi is Adachi. Bang on. Bang on.
ことも承知しといてもらいてえと思ってよ。
Perfect. Actually perfect. Actually
こ
perfect.
の日本って国が自滅するまでの時間だよ。
We've actually found Ichiban.
どういうこっちゃ。
That's chapter 11.
隊長を4人も始末でき。
They were. I was actually a little worried they would replace his role, but after we saw him in the first trailer, they obviously he wasn't going to be replaced. Nishiki is Izo Okada. I have, speaking of Okada, I have one request for Ishin's remake. Don't touch the soundtrack, please, because it's the reason I'm saying it with Okada on screen. The soundtrack in Ishin is phenomenal. And I won't be upset like massively if they replace it, because there have been some good replacements in like the previous Kiwami games, for example, but Ishin's soundtrack is just so good. So looks a little weird. I think it's more the angle, because here Izo is he's sat on the ground, he's kind of like going like that, so it's kind of like a weird angle in terms of like him turning. I think it's just one of those that it's just, you know. Also, like, slight YouTube compression, a little bit of, you know, he's just facing a weird angle. I think, like, the other things that we've seen of Izo look a bit better than this. I just think this is a weird angle. Fucking... You've given me naked Jungi Han again. You've given me fucking naked Jungi Han again. What do you want from me? I've already admitted I find the guy fucking hot. What do you want from me? Stop giving me a fucking boner. Jesus fucking Christ, look at him. Jesus fucking Christ. The fucking character! He fucking replaces Yamazaki. This is so Yamazaki's role in Ishin is literally Yamazaki from Yakuza 5. That's who Jungi Han is replacing. Jungi Han is replacing Yamazaki. I just wanna point that out. He spends half the time fucking naked. I love this man. I didn't think Xiao could get sexier, and he does. How?
お前がもう一人の坂本龍馬なのか。誰なんだお前は。
So, interestingly, that's Oreo. That's Oreo. It's a new actress for Oreo. I completely missed that scene when it was first going off this morning, because I was losing my shit at the time to hot Jungi Han, but that's Oreo. What they're doing at the moment on Twitter is, if you remember, do you remember the Lost Judgment ARG, where they did the lottery thing and then RGG responded with a clip and some clips were new, etc. What they've been doing is replying with pictures of the characters. We know that Park, who was the owner of the inn, is still going to be the owner of the inn in Ishin, which makes me very happy. But Oreo has changed, which also makes me slightly happy, because I think she was a little too young in the original Ishin, if I'm being honest. Also, actually, oh fuck. I've just realized something. And I'm not sure I've seen anybody else actually think about this at this point either. In terms of all the character replacements, Fuma Oyabun. Because his actor died a couple of years ago. He's in the game at the very, very beginning. There's Fuma Oyabun at the very beginning of the game. Who's he going to get replaced by? Or are they going to keep his role in and just reuse his voice lines for tribute? Yeah, none of us thought about that. Like, we're all excited over these character changes, but Arakawa? Ooh, that's a shout, but it'd be really weird to have a... Essentially, the Fuma Oyabun of this game is very similar father figure to Ryoma Sakamoto. It'd be very weird to have somebody that isn't Fuma Oyabun. So I wonder, yeah, I'd like to see a tribute. I'm not gonna lie. Usually I'm just like, you know, if an actor gets replaced, like, I understand not wanting to use them again, but honestly, I think reusing the voice lines wouldn't be too bad, because his role isn't super huge. It's not like as huge as Kazuma is in, like, Yakuza 1, for example, but he is the father figure to Ryoma at the very, very start of the game. So, Seeing a tweet from Sega from TGS saying Judgment and Lost Judgment are out now on PC. Steam, help me out here. See more new releases. I see Freedom Planet 2. I know that's out today. Man, if beta. Let's not go that far. We're all excited, but I wonder if that's about to go live. Right, you're gonna get bot by the bot. How the fuck do it? Oh, hang on. Oh shit, almost fucking knocked my tea over. Permit. I can't believe. Hold on. Mantis to Borken's Magnum Dong. I hope I spelled your name properly. I don't think I did. I don't think I didn't spell your name right. Fuck, hold on. Chat's going too fast. Hold on, chat's going too fast. Fuck. Alright, Rose has got you. Rose has got you. I knew this was gonna be a fucking problem. Sega official. Japanese. Get the Kaito Files Story DLC for free with the Judgment. For the stream, because none of you can see right now. I fucking told you that it would be a shadow drop thing. I fucking told you that it was one of those minor things because, you know, you don't do this at a big thing because it's mainly for the Western audience. Holy fuck. And once again asking you to buy Judgment. Am I about to buy Judgment for a third time? Yes, I am. Yes. Yes, I am. I very much am. Oh my god. I very much am. So today's Yakuza Like a Dragon speedrun is fucking cancelled. I'm gonna go play Judgment on PC. Actually, if it does appear on Steam like now, I could get it downloaded whilst we're going over everything from today's conference. So stream. I mean, I don't mind playing JoJo's Bizarre Adventure or Star Battle Lab, but I'd rather play a Judgment. Excuse me whilst I just, you know, quote tweet this and go, what? Judgment on PC? What? Who? What? Whoa! Please buy. That's not how you spell please. That's not how you spell buy either, but fuck it. I'm done at this point. What did you play? There you go. That is actually my response. Let's finish this trailer and then see. I'd like to finish, the actual trailer. We're going through what happened today. This is breaking news happening right this moment. God, just the actual lighting effects as the swords. Like, look at that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, the actual spark effects, the actual lighting effects. Oh my god. Hopefully. Now, here's the thing. I'm not getting massively too excited because this is the Unreal Engine and not the Dragon Engine. There is no guarantee that every single cutscene will be skippable. However, there's that small, teeny tiny chance, teeny tiny chance, that every single cutscene is going to be skippable for the speedrun of this game, which means that it's going to go down to something stupid like sub 3 hours. I'm excited. I'm very, very fucking excited. Once again, with every new RGG release, and yes, this does count as a new release because it's pretty much a fucking remake, we're going to be doing a full playthrough when it comes out, all side stories, everything like that, aim on fight. This game has an aim on fight. Has a name on fight. RGG about to make bank. My Twitch payment isn't supposed to be due in for a couple of days. My money. It's got to be you know who, right? There's no way that they would change, right? For those of you who know that, there's no way they would change. Would that no, right? There's no way. It has to be. No one else can pull that role off. No one else. Has to be. I'll be very upset. I'll be very upset. I'll be very, very fucking upset. Those of you who know, I will be very fucking upset. So hey. Yeah, let me remove the webcam so you can see all the juicy good stuff, folks. Like a Dragon Ishin. February 21st, 2023. As I said, anytime RGG show a game off for release, there's a very short period of time in between reveal to release. We got that with Lost Judgment. It was the first time we had a dual release for this series, and they're also going forward with it. Literally, of any day of all days, please show your appreciation for RGG Studio, because this game, holy fuck, out of every single RGG game, they're all a challenge to localize, translate, ship, etc. This fucker. Reminder, there is an in-game dictionary of terms because of how fucking archaic some of the language and some of the terminology used in Ishin is. Today of all days, they're aiming for a dual localization with this game. Holy shit. We've gotten to a point. It's genuinely nice to see. I get really teary when stuff like this happens, because the series has been in a bad place in the past. But I just wanna say these words because it's so weird to say these words. Yakuza Ishin is coming out in the West, day and date, with Japan. Christ. Christ. That's... those are words. Those are words. Now, we do have a little bit of time before, hopefully, Judgment comes out, so that we can have a little bit of a look at this gameplay trailer. So let me grab the gameplay trailer. Where are we? The one that PS Cal sent over. I'll do it via this PC. You can see if you're looking at the fact I've got a couple of Dead Rising stuff on the right hand side, I've been using Egdice's Dead Rising stuff on this monitor to learn the Dead Rising run. So yeah, let's do this. I can't actually see chat right now. I need to bring chat up on my other monitor. So this is the gameplay. Oh, I can't. Fuck. This is the gameplay for Ishin, apparently. 2 secs. Is this? No, it's 1080. That's. I was gonna say that's weird. I think my bitrate was actually wrong. Here we go. God, I love Ishin. I want to go over this with a fine-tooth comb. They've absolutely, like, the bit back there, they've absolutely widened a couple of these roads out. There's still the annoying seats on the side, but hopefully, I know it's not a Dragon Engine, but hopefully I can knock these over, because they annoy me in the speedrun. Said his name and did not show him. Damn you! So we might see the thing in this trailer that I'm kind of alluding to. God, he's gonna be so weird as... He's fucking Yamazaki! I fucking can't. It fits in him yet. Not yet. I'm losing my fucking eyeballs. There's a good couple of heat moves in this. They've definitely brought some back. The blacksmithing. Whoa, wait. That's different. I'm fairly certain that's a different system. Right? So yeah, okay. So this is the thing. This is the thing. Fucking Ed! Oh, I'm losing my shit! Ed! Oh my god, it's Ed! Oh shit, I'm losing my shit! Oh, I didn't realize Ed was here as well! Oh my god! No! You get the fuck away from me, sir! I am done with your shit! Oh no! Fuck! I didn't realize! So, fucking Munancho Onast. So basically, these are... Okay, so let me scroll back a bit. So, there was a thing called the Battle Dungeon in the original Ishin, where you had these cards. You can see here perfectly what I want to talk about. These enemies are just these cards are just normal soldiers, but you can get special ones. Like one of the special ones you could get in Ishin was Shinada. Obviously, in this game we've changed it up a little bit. We've got the Shiba from Lost Judgment, Dave, Karu. We haven't forgotten about you just yet. the human tiger that we got from that one Yakuza Like a Dragon run. Omelette. Ed, Munancho Hept, poor Nishtani. Again, this is a nice time to say rest in peace to Nishtani's voice actor. He unfortunately passed away a good while ago. Which is a massive shit. I'm fine to get the fuck away. I can't handle it. I can't handle it. Songhee. I was hoping Songhee would actually be the replacement for Park in the Inn, but because that outfit is fire. But everyone here won't be in the actual game proper. So these are basically like your optional... These are basically your optional like battle card people. But here's the thing. The battle dungeon seems to be different. Because the battle dungeon was all... Yeah, the battle dungeon was all in these little tunnel... Mikio? Minami! Holy fuck, Minami! Oh my god! Akimoto! Oh, well, okay. He might actually be in the video game, because Akimoto's in Ishin. Oh my god. Mikio. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit. Is that Kazuki as well? Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh my god, it's what's-his-face from the fucking Yakuza 5 prison. Yonashiro! Holy shit, Yonashiro! Holy shit! Holy shit, Yonashiro! Oh my god! What are some of these older characters you're bringing back for this? What the fuck? Holy shit. Okay. Sure. So as you can see... It's him. He's back. Baseball man. He's still got his card in the game. Oh my god, he's still here. He's still alive. Oh my god. Fucking raging. I said that was Rikio. So yeah, I don't know if this is part of the battle dungeons. Because the battle dungeons were... Okay, this is the battle dungeon. Inside... Oh. Oh. I understand. These are optional fights. These are challenge fights. Oh. These are new. Sub-stories. The Tengu, the Tengu hunting. Good, good, good.
Yes.
Huh? Miss Tatsu? Miss Tatsu? Miss Tatsu? Shinji? No. No. Kanda. No. Kanda. No. No.
Hey.
Oh, Bikers! Hey, boy! Oh my fucking god! Oh my god! No, 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 no. Now we're out. You brought me in and now I'm out again. Fuck you, Shin. No, no. Absolutely not. The cockerel racing. Oh, daikon cutting. They added Bakamitai. They added Bakamitai to Ishin. Oh, I'm gonna get banned. Oh my god, they have the fucking they have that minigame. They have the noodle making minigame, they have the other one, the rock paper scissors one. Oh my god. Oh no. Hey, fan dancing minigame. Come on. Bring it. Come on. Oh, you fuck off. Not talking about Haruka and her shit. Yes, they still have. Yep, they still have the original Ishin songs. Okay, so they still have the original Ishin songs. They added back Mitai. It's there. It's there. It's there. It's there. It's there. It's there. Okay. The fan dancing minigame. Holy fuck. The fan dancing minigame. Yep, you've got the cannonball cutting again. You've got the shooting ones as well. You've got the usual, you've got the farm stuff as well. Oh my god. So they've got the things from the original. Whoa, thank fuck. This is a fucking hard minigame. The fan dancing minigame is a fucking hard minigame because the two UIs that you have to keep like close attention to are on either side of the screen. This is a very hard minigame. I'm so glad it's back. Okay. I saw that. Okay. Yep, you got your usual gambling stuff. There's no way they implemented the dog walking from thingy. They've got a lottery. Oh shit, the lottery is in. And the woodcutting, of course. Good. And the training house. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. God damn. Holy shit. Holy shit. They're going all out. Holy shit. 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 That's all I've got is just the words holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Yeah, they actually... Holy shit. And yeah, just Judgment and Lost Judgment are just up on PC now. God damn, I was going to do Dead Rising 2 tonight, but fuck, I don't think I can anymore. I think I have to check out Judgment and Lost Judgment. Yeah. God damn. So yeah, the characters that have been replaced in terms of the cutscene stuff are Hamazaki, Hayashi, Baba, Yahata, Takashi Hanpeter, who obviously was a real actor, Aoyama, Kondo, who was a real actor, and Kugihara. Interesting. Interesting. So there's a lot of the Yakuza 5 actors that just got replaced in this remake with either Yakuza 0 or Yakuza 7. God damn. So on Denuvo, yeah, people are gonna be upset about that, but yeah, let me bring it up on stream so that everyone can see. It is real. Holy shit. At least I saw them for a second, and then Steam said to me, "Hey, you don't want to play Judgment anymore." Actually, I kind of do, if I'm being honest. I searched for Judgment, and Steam gave me Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Maybe don't. Maybe don't. Yeah. Maybe don't. So yeah, let me bring up OBS so I can actually see. Hey, look. Damn, this is a nice sight to see. Judgment is on Steam. Judgment is indeed on Steam. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. God. God. Judgment is on Steam. This is definitely based on the remaster. You can tell from the lighting. But that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. Fucking Ishimatsu. Piss off. Someone please mod this out. Yeah, so 35. Proudly presents Judgment. And yeah, I don't know why people said, you know, his like face actor would be replaced. Like, there's no way. Like, absolutely no way. I can't believe they actually managed it. I can't believe they actually managed it. Like, they did it. They actually did it. And yeah, it's got Denuvo. I'm not surprised about that. Like, I'm not surprised about that. Where's Lost Judgment? You were here a second ago. Yo, Miku. Yo, Miku. I need to get Miku, actually. Where are we? How big is Judgment, actually? How long would it take me to download? 60 gigabyte? Ugh. I might not be able to finish that, actually, before we would start it. Which is a pain. No Callisto Protocol. No, thank you. No, thank you. 35 gigabyte. Okay, fair enough. Oops, this keyboard. God, it's so weird sometimes to... And then... Okay, so Kaito separately is like... It's the same price, so this is still full price because it's just come out. And then Kaito is obviously DLC. They've obviously clearly just set the page up because you can't even get to Kaito's DLC from actual Lost Judgment. Waiting for the bundle? Yeah, wait for the bundle. It should be cheaper together as the bundle, and you'll also get Kaito. Oh my god. How many gigabytes? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna need some space on my hard drive. Balls. Balls. Franchise Judgment. Franchise Judgment. There it is. There it is. Also, Kaito Files. If you've not done Kaito Files is fucking phenomenal. It's really, really good. It's really, really good. I'm gonna wait for the bundle to turn up before I buy it, so I'll probably hold off till later. But hey, Judgment's out, folks. Judgment and Lost Judgment. God damn. If I can download it in time, I guess tonight we're gonna be playing Judgment on PC. Cool. That changes all of my plans. It changes all of my plans. God damn. Anyway, where were we? So that's Ishin. That's Ishin, folks. That was the first game they showed off. Then the RGG Summit showed off the second game, and I think we were all expecting this, but I don't think we were expecting to see what we saw. This is game number 2. AKA Like a Dragon 8, which is a bit weird because, you know, Like a Dragon was 1. It's a little loud.
久しぶりだな、一。
はじめまして。カズが一番さん。
こいつ見たか。
きっとお会いしないうちに大所帯になったんですね。
危険だけどやるしかないわね。
終わったなこれ。おかわりないよ。この目殺されるぞ。日が来るとはね。任務は中止だと伝えろ。
人生は一度きり。
Remember when I said I thought they were moving away from Kamurocho?
やるしかなさそうだな。よっしゃ行こうぜ。キリさん。
Boy, that's slightly different, huh? So, obviously it's a very old Kiryu, potentially in disguise Kiryu. I'm going to be brutally honest. You've all heard me say a couple of times. that I don't think they should bring back the older Yakuza characters. And I am still in that feeling. I don't think they should constantly rely on the older Yakuza characters. I'm a little off about them bringing Kiryu back again, but the fact that they are, you know, changing up Kiryu's actual, like, features makes me think that they're gonna do something with him in this game. Now, the interesting thing with Kiryu here, they've confirmed like a Dragon 8, LAD2, Yakuza 8, what the fuck to call this thing anymore. They've confirmed with like a Dragon 8 that it's still going to be a turn-based RPG, which, again, I know there are people that don't like turn-based RPGs, but don't worry, you're eating well today with Ishin and, you know, the last one coming up. But they've also confirmed that Kiryu's party in this game is going to be separate from Ichi's. So with Ichi's, we saw very briefly at the end of the summit a couple of shots from Like a Dragon 2. Agdisis! Agdisis, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. This game's similar to a dragon. This is Like a Dragon 8, which might be a little confusing because the last one was Like a Dragon Yakuza, but this one's Like a Dragon 8. So what happened to Like a Dragons 2 through 7? That's what I'm asking. It's like 8 dragons, exactly. See, you're understanding it, you're getting it. But yeah, so hello everyone who's coming in. We're just summing up what happened at the RGG Summit. If you also aren't aware, and you've ever wanted to, you know, play the Judgment games, this is my Steam. And these are the Judgment games. Just got shadow dropped. Judgment, Lost Judgment, Kaito. There's gonna be a bundle for both of them together, which obviously isn't out just yet. That bundle will get you Kaito files for free. So you might want to hold off on buying, if you're planning to buy them both, you might want to hold off on buying them for now until that bundle comes out, because you'll get Kaito for free. And this DLC, this is the only story DLC that RGG have done, and it's absolutely fantastic. It genuinely is. Like, it actually genuinely is fantastic. But Judgment is now on PC. I was going to speedrun Dead Rising 2 tonight. And now I have to find out whether the Judgment port is good or not. I'm gonna have to speedrun Judgment instead. God damn it. God fucking damn it. All of my best laid plans have gone to shit again, but at least in a good way this time. Everything's going wrong. Captain Clown, thank you for the 100 bits. Brick Mamba, thank you for the Prime subscription. And Lowercase Yi, thank you very much for the 4 months on the Prime. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, all of you. It's available now. I literally just checked. What? I literally just checked. What the shit? What the shit? I don't see it on my Steam. My Steam is being mean to me. My Steam is being mean to me. But yeah, if you're interested in the Judgment games, they've just come out on Steam, which, yup. Wasn't expecting that. I went to look for Judgment on Steam, and I found a game called Super Anime Waifu Barbecue Simulator. Grilled Guy needs waifu's help. Waifu's a speedrunner. Tour the glazed fields looking for Grilled Guy's lost barbecue sauce. Explore various mouth-watering sections of the glazed fields, a mysterious place that somehow has floating hot dogs and ground beef mountains. Is this even edible? What? What? Excuse me? What the fuck? Okay. But yeah, Judgment just shadow dropped on Steam. If you get the bundle, you'll get the Kaito Files DLC for free, which you should, because it's good. It's very, very good. Okay. I've got an annoyance and a pet peeve already. I've got to talk about this. Sega, excuse me. The spelling of the name is without an E, and yet for some reason the franchise has an E in it. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. I don't know what the fuck you're doing, but sort it out. So yeah, this is Kiryu's new look. He's in a boy band now. He probably met Jungi, Han, and Zhao, and this is how this happened.
Yeah.
I don't know how this happened, but this is obviously how it happened. Metza, thank you for the host. I appreciate it. So this is our next mainline, like actual mainline, Yakuza game or RGG game, which, as you'll see, that's an 8, and as you'll see via the date. We've got a little bit to wait. We've got a little bit to wait for this one. Because we're in the year 2022, and this game ain't coming out till 2024. So, the next mainline RGG game, they have said that it is probably the most ambitious of all the RGG games. It's potentially going to be bigger than 5, which... ooh, boy. Oh boy, I never thought I'd say words like that again, and that's also not necessarily a good thing. I'm a little worried, but like, holy shit, this is a whiles away. So the interesting thing, and the more interesting thing about this, yeah, GK is a lot harder to call it now. Oh yeah, for people who want to get into Judgment, you can play OG Judgment at any point. The only correlation between OG Judgment and the Yakuza series is that it's set in Kamurocho, and it features a group called the Tojo Clan. Don't know about them. Never heard of them before. Lost Judgment needs to be played after Judgment, because it's a direct sequel, but... very big but here. Lost Judgment actually spoils a major plot point in Yakuza Like a Dragon about 2 or 3 times. And if you don't play Like a Dragon first, it will confuse you. So, as a warning, play Judgment whenever. Lost Judgment, if you're planning to play all these games, play it after Yakuza Like a Dragon, which is technically now Like a Dragon 7. Names are hard. So, they said there were going to be 3 announcements, and obviously we've gone through 2 of them. Ishin was the big one. It's coming out in February. This is 2024, so what about the 3rd one? This is the one that makes me really excited. This last one. This is the interesting one. I don't know why cicadas allowed. I did turn down my capture card, but apparently not. This is summer 2018. So, summer 2018 is post Yakuza 6. Very important. And more importantly, Daidoji is very important. Very important. This is the last announcement. This is exciting. Cicada sound effect number 3. It probably is going to get me muted because of that. The way that the fucking content ID works on fucking Twitch. This is the thing that got me really excited today. Really, really excited. Ow. Satisfying. We are clearly seeing Kiryu, and again, this is post 6, so it's post 6's ending.
未だ煩悩にとらわれているな、上流。
With a different name.
恐れ入ります。あなたは自ら名を捨て、
Oh man, is the final boss. After Kaito files his final boss, I'd believe it.
俗世間への未練に縛り付けるものは何だ。家族か。
This is pre-boy band Kiryu. We get to say those words now.
精進なさい。
So picked up on this very, very quickly.
いるんだろ。さっさと出てこい。よくわかりましたね。左肩を打つときは仕事の合図だ。
So from that
ここでの
alone,
生活も板についてきたよう
from
だ。
that alone, we can tell that Kiryu is obviously undertaking certain jobs for someone, like as a mercenary, which, you know, fits into his theme in, or his role in Like a Dragon.
何よりです。座禅の邪魔が入らなきゃなおいいんだがな。あなたは戦後建立されたこの大道寺100人目。
So, Daidoji comes up again, and I might be wrong on this, I don't think I am. Daidoji are the people that are related to the Fixer from Yakuza 6. So it's an interesting one, because if this really is like Kiryu working for them, it's one of those things that's kind of like, clearly something's happened, but it has a lot of connotations. It also kind of shits on Yakuza 6's ending, which is a bit weird. Kind of does, kind of doesn't.
もう少し
But
成熟してほしいものですが。ここは大道寺一派の隠れ蓑に過ぎない。それに、そうでもないお前からの説教はなおさら不要だ。それは失礼。私はあなたの仕
it's
事
true,
の管理
GK.
に
It
徹
is
す
very
るとしましょう。
true. Like, they said that, you know, they wanted to get away from Kiryu's saga, but they keep bringing him back, so clearly, you know,
あなた好みの単純な力仕事です。
since those words were
ある人
uttered,
物を
it's
警護
clearly
して
not
い
the
ただ
same
きます。
anymore. So escorting a certain
詳細
individual.
な資料はいつもの場所に。頼みましたよ。コードネーム上流。
Out of all the announcements today, I mean, I love Ishin. I'm so happy it's like coming out in the West for the first time. But this is the one that intrigues me the most. Cicadas allowed. Because this, like a dragon Gaiden, the man who erased his name. 2023 on everything. This is something that we've actually been asking for quite a while, in terms of, like, you know, most people wanted like a game set between, you know, like Yakuza 0 and Yakuza K1, for example. Like, you know, there's a big like yearly gap there that you could fit a game in. But it's interesting that they'd pick this period, because as they said in the summit afterwards, the idea behind this game is that they want to bridge the gap between what happened in Yakuza 6 and Like a Dragon, but also bridge the gap between Like a Dragon and Like a Dragon 8. That's gonna be so weird to refer to. That's gonna be so bizarre to go from Like a Dragon to Like a Dragon 8. That is a weird naming convention, not gonna lie. They've confirmed that this game is not going to be a full-sized Yakuza game, but something that's more akin to double the size of Kaito Files. Kaito Files, if you go through and do everything, watch all the cutscenes, etc., takes about 10 hours. So it's a bit more of a bite-sized, 20-hour-ish Yakuza experience, which honestly, I don't think that's a bad thing. It's going to probably, from the sounds of it, be like 7 or 8 chapters, probably have very little plot filler. Like, honestly, I think this is a good thing. Like, I don't mind, like, smaller, like, I don't mind smaller stories set in, like, the, you know, the Yakuza universe, you know? Like, X6, Yakuza, LAD8, yeah, something like that. So I'm okay with, like, I'm really okay, I'm really on board with the concept of Gaiden. I'm really on board with the concept of figuring out what happened in between, like, 6 and 7, but also a bridge gap between 7 and 8. And the thing is, they said, like, they wanted to bridge the gap between, like, 7 and 8 with this as well, which makes me wonder if one of the chapters, if they're doing it before LAD and after LAD, it makes me wonder if we're also going to have a chapter dedicated to the events of LAD. Which makes me wonder whether or not we're going to get our hands on an Ichi boss fight. Just imagine the boss fight from LAD, but obviously reversed. They've confirmed this is an action game, by the way. So for those of you who want your Kiryu action games, this is it. This is going to be a Kiryu action game. I think Kuroda said something about a new fighting style. I might be wrong on that one, or like a new way to fight, something like that. But if you want your action games, folks. Here you go. Hey, Cosmic. Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Although again, I don't know how the hell like LAD8. God, LAD8 is such a weird way to say it. LAD8 is sounding like it's going to be massively ambitious, but the two different parties is going to make running that game curious. Like, things are going to be different between the parties. Party members are going to be different. It's going to be really interesting. It's going to be really, really interesting. I'm looking forward to it. Like, I really like everything that got announced today. Again, as said, I love Ishin. Again, literally got fucking world record yesterday in a not great run, but love this game. As I said, it did need a Kiwami, and they Kiwami'd it. I can't believe they'd show me up like this. So yeah, Ishin's gonna be fantastic. For those of you who said, you'd buy Ishin if it ever came to the West, well, now's your time. very, very much, now is your time. You said you would, now, stick to those words. Obviously, RGG8 is going to be a while away, but they're going hyper ambitious with it, which, if you think about it, Like a Dragon came out last year, right? That's 3 years between development cycles from like one mainline game to the next, which that's not something that's happened for a real hot minute. Like, most of the time it's a year between all two. So having a 3-year gap is kind of nice. Like, they can really refine some of the fighting stuff in LAD for 3 years. So, also, the thing about Judgment on Steam. The thing about Judgment on Steam that makes me really excited is the fact that Kimutaku is obviously still there and they've managed to get it out on Steam makes me have a little bit of hope that we're not quite done with Judgment as a series just yet. It does make me think that with it also now coming out on Steam that here's what I think is going to happen. And again, it's just me pulling things out my arse. I obviously have no idea. I think we're going to get an RGG Summit 2023. If Gaiden is now at that point, we'll get a trailer for it. I think we'll get a big information blowout at that point on RGG8, Like a Dragon 8. I think that's when we next hear about it. I don't think we're going to hear about it until then. And I think then they'll confirm Judgment Free, because that'd be a good time to do it. Because any new Judgment game is absolutely not happening. Definitely not happening this year, of course. It won't happen next year because there's Ishin and Gaiden. But 2020, if they're trying to do 2 games a year, or they're trying to, spread it out a little bit, then probably RGG8 will be early 2024, and then potentially a Judgment Free will be at the end of 2024. So, honestly, I really hope that we do get a Judgment Free, because I absolutely love Judgment Free. And that's the thing that excites me about Judgment on Steam, is it makes me think that there is a much higher possibility that Judgment Free will be an actual thing. So, RGG fans, we're eating well today. we're eating well today. Again, as said, please show your absolute love to RGG Studios, because both Eastern and Western RGG Studios are obviously putting their all into things. Multiple localizations are strenuous, obviously, at best, And again, as I said earlier, Ishin is such a tricky one, because Ishin had an in-game dictionary and lexicon of terms that was, you know, that alone just shows you how much of like an actual like struggle it will be to localize Ishin. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be genuinely amazing, and they obviously are doing it as a simultaneous release as well. They obviously want to do simultaneous releases for all these games as well, which is going to just add to the pressures of localization. But it's like, it's days like this where we eat good, but it's also important to, you know, celebrate the people that give us these games, because we've been in this situation in the past with this series where things haven't looked good, and right now things are looking pretty fucking good. Like, we are eating well. And when we said they're going to shadow drop Judgment on PC, yeah, and it's honestly like great to see. Like, you know, we get to this point where, you know, you just go on Steam and there's Judgment. Like, there's Judgment. You can buy Judgment. You can play Judgment. Like, you can then go and play yourself Lost Judgment, its sequel. Like, you've got the DLC as well. Like, everything is here. I don't have, for those of you who are saying, include free in the Judgment collection bundle, I don't have it. I don't have it. I just have Judgment and Lost Judgment at the minute. So I don't... There it is. Fucking way to show me up. Thanks. Thanks, Steam. I appreciate it. I made enough of a jackass myself yesterday when I said that Ishin doesn't need a Kiwami. Just taking L by L by L constantly. But yeah. God, that's gonna be... Okay, so that's the... Oh, man, I don't think I'm gonna have the energy for a full 5-hour Judgment run tonight. That's the problem. That's the problem. God damn. Huh. Please don't mod Kimutaku. Johnny's won't be happy about it. Please don't. God damn. God damn. One hell of a day, huh, folks? So let me know, how do you all feel? How do you feel after today? Like, and that's just after yesterday as well, where we had like a really good day with a bloody Nintendo Direct and obviously the PlayStation State of Play where we first learned about Ishin. Like, can I just say as well how much I love the fact that RGG, without like saying or hinting at anything, gave us the Ishin remake in the State of Play, knowing that people would then, you know, want to watch the RGG Summit, and then just, you know, quietly knowing, oh hey, like, we're gonna give them a tiny little bit of like a Dragon 8, but we're also gonna give them this Gaiden game. Like, I don't think any of us, I definitely wouldn't have, like, yesterday after we learned that Ishin was being remade, I thought it was just Ishin and, you know, Like a Dragon. Like, I would not have, in my wildest dreams, said they're working on a third game. They're working on 3 fucking games. Like, holy shit. They set it up in an absolutely perfect way. Just when the announcer lady literally said, you know, here's a game from Sega that is being remade from the ground up that hasn't ever left Japan, I just sat there and I was like, oh. And then the second the time period and the date came up, it was just, this is fucking Ishin. This is fucking Ishin. But I just wasn't expecting, you know, Unreal Engine Ishin. I'll take that L. I'll take that L, and I will happily take that L. Again, as I said, I am not sure how I feel fully about them constantly bringing Kiryu back. It does kind of shit on Yakuza 6 a wee little bit. But at the same time, I'm not necessarily, like, the more the time goes on, the more I'm not quite certain about how Yakuza 6 went, to be fair. So I don't know. But yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for everyone to be able to play Ishin for the first time. It's going to be interesting. It's going to play very differently to how it plays, obviously, in the old engine. So I'm excited. It's going to be new for me as well. It's going to be absolutely new for me as well, which is fantastic. Like, it's actual proper Kiwami. Goddamn. Thing that I said didn't need to happen, and it's happening. Let me bring my splits up. I think I've got enough time to attempt a couple of Yakuza Like a Dragon runs. As I said, I expected us to talk about this for a while. I didn't expect us to talk about it for like an hour and a half, but here we are. Let me get my LED splits up. Where are we? There we go. Let me bring over the old thing over here. Yep. Excuse me. I just broke my browser. I broke my browser on my capture card. Yeah, I'm over the moon. I'm over the moon. These announcements were phenomenal. Not expected in the slightest. This has been a good day. We're eating well. RGG fans, we out here eating well today. We out here eating very well. I'll upload this to YouTube later. Yeah. I could expedite the upload and get it up today. So I could do that. The length of a Majima 2 run. More like the length of a Kaito and a half, which is now available on Steam. My Twitter hasn't stopped going absolutely berserk for the past 24 hours, by the way. I'm just constantly getting notifications. It's that palpable time where, you know, there's new games coming out. Trending in the United Kingdom. Yakuza. Trending with Like a Dragon. God. Right above How to Send a Crying Baby to Sleep in Minutes, the Scientist Solution. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Okay. Okay. Sure. Okay. Okay. Sure. I'm just gonna nod my head. Just gonna nod my head and just, you know, yep, that's fine. I'll believe you. That's fine. that's fine. That's fine. And deposit for a Steam Deck. Yo, nice. Yo, nice. Let me bring up the thing as well so I can see when the ads are gonna run. I don't know how many attempts of this I'll give, considering the talk went on way, way longer than I expected it to. Because I've been awake since 8 AM, which is very weird for me, because I usually go to sleep at 8 AM. You're the wrong layout. Nope, not you. You. There we go. Oh, there you go. My splits are on my screen, so I couldn't see. Alright, let's get going with an actual run. It took us a while. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's go with an actual run. Here we go. I'm training in Poland. Interesting. Interesting. At least that's the correct place to trend, I guess. That's by a crying baby with a new RGG game. They are also excited. They are also very, very excited. But yeah, I've been awake since 8 AM, which is usually the time that I go to sleep. I actually got a good amount of sleep last night, which is nice. Because I haven't been sleeping well lately, but I did actually get like a good 6-7 hours. I'm actually really tired right now. I'm tempted to just go nap. I'm hoping to get a little bit of energy during the start of the run. We'll carry on from there. I could also stop stream and go download Judgment, and then nap when we do a Judgment PC run tonight. That is also an option. That is also very much an option. Yeah. So I have a bit of Steam Windows visible on the stream on the far left side. Is it at? So it is. What the fuck is that doing there? Because it's not on my monitor. Interesting. Because now this means I'm going to have to fucking reset this run. So it is. God damn. So it is. Good spot. Good spot. Good spot. Alright. Cool. Time to reset. Yeah, good spot. I didn't notice that. Interesting. God damn. I'd have thought, because like, whenever I take stuff over from the monitor to the other monitor, I can still see it on my screen. Apparently not this time. God damn. Alright, let's close this up, shall we? At least it's very easy to restart. It's only a minute. I just want PC to get work on load remover. I would very much appreciate a load remover. God, I'm gonna do load removed Judgment runs. Plus, also, if I do a run of Judgment on PC, we can then see a little better. It's getting fucking locked as. Hold on, I gotta put a message in the fucking Discord. Hold on. EAX spin-off talk. Judgment and Lost Judgment PC runs are officially locked to 60 FPS. Don't try going over. Thank you very much. God damn it! My fucking when I went to type the message, I hit my mute key. Damn it. All I was saying was, considering we did the Judgment Legend run that failed the other day, technically, I could do Judgment Legend. I do need my revenge on that run, to be fair. Also, goddamn, for those of you who... I can't imagine the feeling right now, actually, because those of you who haven't played, you know, Judgment or Lost Judgment before, you just got two full RGG games drop on Steam alongside the best story DLC they've ever put out, and in my opinion, one of the best stories they've done. Also, I am definitely going to do Judgment all sub-stories on the PC version. Absolutely. This also means I have one less reason to turn on my PS5. So... Folks, I've said this multiple times, don't buy a PlayStation 5. I actually, if we find out that Yakuza 3 is faster on PC, there's no reason for me to fire up my PS5 anymore. So. Is it on Game Pass? Yeah, I thought they would be, because there was a thing last year with Xbox Game Pass where they hinted at Judgment. They absolutely hinted at Judgment last year. So, I guess I'm kind of a little surprised that they aren't. Maybe they will be. Maybe they'll just get uploaded tonight or something. Maybe they will. Like, I don't know. It's weird, because they definitely hinted at it, like, last year. They absolutely hinted at it last year. Glass? Oh, shame. If he hit the glass, it would have ended one turn early. Really? You got a turn off? Oh, carry on. I don't really have the time to be restarting a lot of runs after that, so... I'll carry on, it's fine. Actually, do I even have time for a run? Because it's 20 to 3. And I kind of need to go for dinner at 6:30. It's going to be tight. Actually, I kind of need this run to go. Actually. I guess we're just going to do no reset until the run is, like, completely gone. Which could happen in, like, the next 20 minutes, actually. Yeah, I guess we'll just... One dies, buy LJ, download, and do run. Yeah. How big is LJ? Because I know Judgment is supposedly, like, 35 gigabyte? Does anyone know how much Judgment is? How big is Judgment with Kaito files? Both important. Both important. 80 gigabyte. Fantastic. That is gonna take me like 5 hours. That actually is gonna take me like 5 hours. That's... Ooh. 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 That is actually gonna take me a while. Judge is 33.2, LJ is 44.7. That's not bad. That's still gonna take me 3.5 hours? Thank you to the guy that died in one hit today. I appreciate you for understanding that I need to get through this chapter very, very quickly. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, I do appreciate it. But yeah, I'm hoping the judgment. That's fine actually. The stun makes this okay. That'll save us a little bit of time from the. Okay. Okay, Itchy. Listen, Itchy, I know today wasn't exactly your day, it was more of a Kiryu day, but you don't gotta be like this, my dude. If he crit the turn earlier than that, it would have been much quicker. Right, thanks, Itchy. And you couldn't have just saved the crit for this fight just in case? Like, really, Itchy? If I re-release pre-order start tomorrow. Ooh. Yeah, right. I said that I was learning Persona 5. Well, alright then. Well, alright then. I will happily take that crit. Hirotsuka, for those who don't know, has 70 HP on the dot. So our average damage is unironically 35, which, as you know, is half of 70. If he survives through into his second turn, he can use a move called Megaton Hammer, which can stun you and lose you 20 to 30 seconds. So getting that crit in the Hirotsuka fight is very, very nice because it completely reassures you. Like, it completely reassures you that you're getting out of that fight. You cannot do less than your lowest damage roll and fail that fight if you get a crit. So, very nice. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. I'm okay with this. But yeah, I need to make sure that I actually hopefully finish this run. So I guess we'll just no reset until like the run dies, and if the run dies, especially if it dies in chapter 4, then I guess I'll just stop and go download Judgment and Lost Judgment. Because not streaming will make it go a little bit faster.
You should also add, let's talk about Sonic Frontiers. To your title as the newest trailer is looking sick. Don't get it twisted. I'm happy to finally get the Ishin remake, but Sonic Frontiers is so much win.
It is, but no, today is RGG day. Today is RGG day. I am actually, to be fair, because it sounds like I'm being quite dismissive of Sonic Frontiers, I'm actually someone that is actually very excited for Sonic Frontiers. I'm someone that actually, like, thought that the reveal of Sonic Frontiers did look interesting enough, but every single trailer after that initial reveal on IGN first has been so much better. Like, I still don't know why they didn't start the coverage, even with, like, the actual IGN coverage where they were talking about the game in the background. The actual, like, reveal on IGN with just the gameplay footage was so underwhelming. And yet everything else that got released for it after that first day has been so much better. Like, so much better. But that initial reveal was just, unfortunately, really underwhelming. But everything else has been fantastic, and I'm actually genuinely looking forward to that. I don't remember the last time I sunk my teeth into, like, a big, long Sonic game, so even I'm actually genuinely excited. I think the last time I did was Sonic Adventure 2. So there's a lot of things that, like, got announced yesterday that are big wins as well. For me, this is going to sound stupid. For me, the most exciting thing from the Nintendo Direct was... This is going to sound stupid. Theater Rhythm. Final Fantasy Theater Rhythm. Because I love that series on the 3DS, and having more Theater Rhythm is a very good thing. Because they could put more songs in it, like Neo The World Ends With You. Nice start. Good first chapter. You better put Neo The World Ends With You songs into the new Theater Rhythm, or I'm going to be very upset. Very, very upset. Actually. You better do it. Fire Emblem? I am excited for a new Fire Emblem. I'm not excited for the premise, and I'm also not excited for how the main characters look, because they really hurt my eyes, actually. They're a really weird eyesore. I don't understand why. But I don't know. I saw Marth in the trailer, and it's like, oh boy, back to milking Marth again. Fucking wonderful. I don't know. I kind of understand why, because I like the premise of it, but also, can we stop fucking milking Marth? I'm tired of Mark being, you know, your poster boy for Fire Emblem, despite the fact that it's obvious as to why. I'm just tired. Just tired of Mark. Stop bringing back Mark. Stop bringing back Kiryu. Stop bringing back Kiryu. Stop bringing back Mark. Play songs part of the DLC? Yeah, they were in the original. I say the original. The second Theatrhythm. I did see in the announcement though that near songs. What's with these unnecessary crits, Itchy? Itchy's mad today. Itchy genuinely wants this run to actually get going. I'm tired of them bringing Marth back. Stop fucking bringing Marth back. I understand that, you know, he's the popular one, but dear God, stop bringing Marth back. And I get that's, you know, the whole shtick behind the game is, you know, you link up with, you know, the actual older Fire Emblem heroes, but... fucking stop bringing back Marth, Jesus Christ. All I'm saying is I'm a Roy main. Roy's better than Marth. No fightable one on the right worries me, because that means there can be one on the left, right in the way, which would be bad. But nope, not today. That's good. Sweet. Alright, so we're getting out of Chapter 1. It's not the best time we can have, but it's not too bad. Happy to carry on with this, which is nice. I mean, saving a second and a half, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. That's pretty good. She's mad that he's being sidelined. Yeah, exactly. This is an anniversary game. It got pushed back because of COVID. Ah. See, now that makes a bit more sense. Now that absolutely makes more sense. I'm a little less mad. Stop using Marth. Stop using Marth. The reason why the RGG team went the UE route, it's not been confirmed. I'm fairly confident members of the press are gonna ask them, like, today. But if I had to guess, and again, it's a complete guess, this isn't, like, actual, like, what they've said or anything like that, I would have to say that it's a way to bring in, like, new devs and to make Ishin quickly whilst, you know, they're also... whilst they're also working on, you know, the other games. Because, like, look at the way they did it in the past, where they did Dragon Engine for Yakuza 6, older engine for Fists of the North Star, and then back to the Dragon Engine for K2 when they were used to it. The way that I'm seeing it is, it must be a little quicker and easier to make, you know, Ishin whilst working on Gaiden, and then obviously bringing in new devs. So that's the way that I'm seeing it. And again, I might be wrong. It's certainly an interesting change. Again, until we get our hands on the game, like, we can't say whether it's, you know, for the better or for the worse. Like, it's gonna be an interesting change. Like, I'm looking forward to it. I'm genuinely looking forward to it. They might not have fully skippable cutscenes like the Dragon Engine, which would be bad. I went to the wrong bit ahead of time. I lost like 5 seconds because of that. We don't know what it's going to be like until, you know, we get our hands on the game. The combat in the gameplay trailer was definitely faster paced than OG Ishin, which again is not necessarily a bad thing. Like, until we get our hands on the game, like, until I can get my hands on the game and actually, like, feel it out, it's definitely not a bad thing. Like, you never know. It's going to be different. That's also a good thing. So. This is one of those fights that doesn't need the stun, but it does help. Doesn't need the stun, but fucking here we go. Take it anyway, I guess. Time for Judgment. I'm glad. For those of you who are playing Judgment for the first time today, I do hope you enjoy it. I do hope you enjoy it a lot. They are fantastic games. They are beautiful games.
Good morning, Fruit. Just saw the trailers since it's early here. What did you think of Gaiden?
Gaiden is the thing that interests me the most out of everything announced today. Ishin, like, makes me excited, like, and I'm very, very happy that it's coming out in the West for the first time. Ishin also has the thing that, you know, I've kind of played it before. I got world record in it yesterday. So, you know, I'm not as excited for Ishin because for me it's not a new game. If I hadn't played Ishin beforehand, I'd be fucking jumping off the walls and, like, more excited for Ishin. But Gaiden is a relatively unknown. You know, it's it's gonna be a side game. They've said it's not gonna be as long as a full-blown, like, actual Yakuza game, but it's a Kiryu action game. Can't not be excited for that. Cannot not be excited for that. So, the whole plot premise of Gaiden as well, you know, filling in the gaps between 6 and LAD, and also the gaps between LAD and LAD8. Nice stuff. This is one of those chapter 2s that I talked about that are exceptionally rare, where I'm hitting every stun in this chapter. Apart from the graveyard, of course. But most of my hits are turning into stuns. This is one of those chapter 2s. Huh. This is absolutely one of those chapter 2s. Good fight spawn. Although that fight spawn going to the right means I have to watch out for a fight spawn over on this direction. So I have to pay attention to my minimap. Sorry, folks. Just gotta make sure that I don't run into a potential fight spawn, which is down the end. Yeah, I see it. So that's got to get despawned. We can use the vending machine. You can see it's gone. Now hopefully we don't get one on the corner. We do, but it's too far away. We're good. Cool. Cool. This is an interesting chapter 2. It's going pretty well. Hey, look, it's Adachi, leader of the Shinsengumi. Holy shit. I don't think I'd be saying that today. I don't think I'd be saying that today. I want a Kenzan remake. Kenzan is going to need to be a full-on brand new game, is the problem. Because Kenzan's storyline would not go down well in the West with the age rating boards. It really would not. This guy has stare down, by the way, so ideally we get a stun against him. Also, the only way to do this in free attacks is to crit one of my hits. So a stun and a crit would be very nice right now. There's one of them. I'll also accept him being stunned. I accept that. Yeah, I accept that. That is more than okay. I'll take just him being stunned. Good fight. Very good fight.
Boy. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, Ishin has no ties to any of the other games, which is great. Like, it might have, you know, the facial resemblance of some of the characters from the Yakuza games, but that's it. Like, they're actually... The plot itself is, like, in a completely different time period. It's based on, like, actual, real, genuine world figures from that time period. It's really nice. Like, you don't have to have any, like, knowledge of the Yakuza games or, like, a dragon to be able to get into it. That was bad movement. Why did I do that? That might mess me up. Nope, good. That was weird. I don't know why I moved there. That was really bad. For those of you who don't know, with Yakuza Like a Dragon, my game lagged there. Weird. For Yakuza Like a Dragon, if you've never like played it before, if you're wondering about escaping from fights, it's a common misconception that escaping from fights is tied to like your agility stat. It's not tied to any of your stats at all. Running away from fights, you only need enough room behind your character. So running away from fights has its own tech. Sometimes it just doesn't work. Sometimes the Dragon engine just says, fuck you, I refuse. But I can't see them abandoning the Dragon engine. I think that UE4 is just to be able to make Ishin like reasonably fast and getting new like devs in to get used to the Dragon engine, kind of like how it was when they went back to the old engine for Fist of the North Star. But I'm expecting members of the press to actually ask about it today, and hopefully we'll get like an answer because it is a curious one. I am very, very curious about it. I don't think it's a bad thing, and I don't think they'll like give up on the Dragon engine at all. But I am interested in playing a RGG game in Unreal Engine. Very interested. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the bathhouse fight. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be very good. Definitely manifested Ishin. I don't think that's how that works. Also, damn, because he stood up, I have to use P now. The nice thing is, with the position of these enemies right now, this guy over here is a good thing. because I need space around Adachi to get to this guy. Adachi might go around him whilst we can't see. He's going to interrupt me. I gotta use deep gap. That sucks. Slow fight. Very slow fight. That sucks. Stunned. Stay stunned. Helps a little bit. Not fully, but that helps a little bit with our time lost from those fights. Okay. God, some of the casting changes in Ishin are absolutely inspired. I am so excited. So genuinely excited. God, February can't come quick enough. February really can't come quick enough. So ideally we do high damage with Ichi and Dachi in this fight. We did. Takes him out, and then this guy just goes down to single tenacious fist. Ichi levels. That heals him. Adachi has most of his HP, so I don't have to worry about healing Adachi. Cool. Good. They guard the interruptions and still get your attacks off. Really? Huh. Interesting. Interesting. I actually did not know that. That is very interesting, huh? I've never tried that. I don't know why I've literally never tried that. It almost doesn't make sense, but it does. That's so weird. So as you can see, we're going for all the ads rather than obviously the main enemy in this fight because they all go down to one skill. And then hopefully we take out with Adachi. Good opportune. Adachi can now die in this fight at this point, because we don't need him anymore. So. Curious voice actors drip. Yeah, Kuroda's like that. Kuroda is just like that. He is flashy. He is like that. He's actually a member of a band. It's Kuroda and the Goodfellas, I believe they're called. So, yeah. Macro mash B along other inputs to fight faster. That makes sense. I'm curious. I'll have to try that at some point. It's a little scary to try that, but I'll have to try that. Ooh. So both of these enemies have taunt. The only way to get through them is to either have them not cast it or double stun. That's unfortunate. That's also very unfortunate. Why are you running over there? What is your problem? At least I'll get one hit off on this guy. Do me a favor, please. Yep, good. That's what I was after. So because that guy has been hit by me, at the very worst, if he taunts me again, which is very unlikely, it'll just be one attack tick. Unnecessary crits. Unnecessary crits. We need that grenade for the next chapter, that's why we pick it up here. 1853 going into this fight. I've lost time at some point. Not the best chapter 2. So ideally, we do not see a stun against Sawashiro, especially not on the next hit. The first hit is okay, but the second hit is not. Reason being is that this cutscene removes any debuffs you can apply to Sawashiro, which at this point is stun. So it would be a waste of our stun. Sawashiro can get stunned. He's not like super susceptible to it. He's quite resistant to it. So it doesn't happen very often. If we can get 2 crits against Sawashiro in this fight can go 1 turn faster. But it requires 2 crits, so it does require a bit of luck. I probably should have used the hardball just in case to stop him from waking up, but he didn't wake up. He'll wake up here. I probably shouldn't use that here. That's a bit early. Because now, yeah, I've triggered Cold Fury very, very early. Not too happy about what I've just done. Should be fine. Again, as long as we have... We're fine, 100%. As long as we have the gear on, you can't really die to Sawashiro in this fight. It's a little scary, but you can't really die, especially if you get your perfect cards off. But dodging his bar blade stealth is nice and easy. Well, not dodging, but... My agility rolled over a turn early? Good fight. Still losing time because the parts of the chapter weren't great, but good fight. Good fight. Only lost half a second. Good fight. Damn. Cool. Cool. Take that. Alright, this is where the run can die. We've got our first big bit of RNG coming up in this chapter. We need, after the next boss fight, so not coming up here, but after the next boss fight, we need a minimum of 730 yen. We're going to get that by doing this, which is a brand new feature for Like a Dragon, which is Treasure Hunt. If we go and search the vending machines, we can get a random amount of money, apart from the first three. The first three are 5 yen, 50 yen, and absolutely nothing. So, we'll be hopefully getting good RNG once we're done with the next boss fight, which is coming up after our next minigame. Hey, hi spirits! Thank you very much for the luck. Yeah, we've been talking about it. All day. RGG Studios have announced 3 new games. One of them was technically leaked, announced for Mitsude. MMA fighters. So the games that they announced today, well, technically today, one was yesterday, but it's still within 24 hours. I count it as today. A full-blown, from the ground up remake of Yakuza Ishin. Shoutouts to 15 minutes before the announcement of the remake, a certain Yakuza speedrunner, who's a massive fucking dumbass, saying the words, Yakuza Ishin doesn't need Kiwamiing. The actual Japanese title is, I shit you not, Ryuga Gotoku Ishin Kiwami. RGG really just dunked on this man. RGG really did just dunk on this man. So we got Ishin being fully remade from the ground up. We got a new trailer for it today and gameplay trailer. Some of the actors have been replaced. A lot of the Yakuza 5 actors have been replaced with actors from LAD and Zero. The 3 lieutenants from Zero have replaced some of the roles in the game, which is interesting. Then they announced formally, because we already knew it existed and RGG themselves even kind of confirmed it, the next Yakuza Like a Dragon, which its title in the West is Like a Dragon 8. Yeah, it's a bit weird to go from Yakuza Like a Dragon to Like a Dragon 8. What happened to the 7 Like a Dragons in the middle? What happened to the 7 Like a Dragons in the middle? Hello? Where's my Like a Dragons? But the next Like a Dragon is going to be Like a Dragon 8, not releasing until 2024. So what's the game in the middle? Nice stun! What is my luck today? Like, I might not be saving that much time so far, but goddamn! Hitting stuns, hitting crits? It's a really, like, my luck in this run's actually pretty good right now. It's a shame my actual, like, run, my chats haven't been that great. The third game they announced, and this is the one that interests me the most. Dragon Engine Yakuza game, Kiryu Lead. Like a Dragon Gaiden. Which is literally a side story for Kiryu set between Yakuza 6 and Like a Dragon, and also between Like a Dragon and Like a Dragon 8. It's such a weird fucking name. No stare down from Zen. Good fight. Good fight. Good fight. So when... Ooh, a bit late for this stun, but ooh. So when I do the RPG Limit Break run next month, I will be referring to Like a Dragon and Like a Dragon 8. That's not going to get confusing in the slightest. It's going to get confusing. So those are our 3 games, our big announcements from the RGG Summit. Ishin, remade from the ground up. Complete Kiwami, despite the fact that it didn't need it, for fuck's sake. Like a Dragon 8, which is technically Like a Dragon 2, but it's called Like a Dragon 8. Please understand. And then, obviously, Like a Dragon Gaiden, which the early plot premise is Kiryu doing work for the Daidoji Association, aka the Fixer. Nice luck! The heck is my luck right now? Fight spawn on the left. That's good. Holy heck, this is actually really good luck. And this one's going well. So, yeah. Oh, also, if you missed it, because they just got shadow dropped about an hour ago, Judgment and Lost Judgment and the Kaito files are now available on Steam. Please go play them. There you go. Judgment and Lost Judgment are now out on PC as well. RGG fans eating well today. RGG fans eating exceptionally well today. My original plan was to do my first speedrun of Dead Rising 2 tonight, but might have to download and get Judgment and Lost Judgment installed, you know. Might have to do the Judgment PC runs tonight. Downside, I've been awake since 8 AM and I'm going to be quite tired. Again, if this run dies, I'm going to have to stop because I won't have time for food. So, yeah, I'm going to have to figure out what I'm doing in regards to tonight's stream, because it'll probably be Judgment or Lost Judgment speedrun on PC. Dreadnought, yo, thank you so very much for the 10 gifted subs, I appreciate it. Ads are starting. Those of you who just got gifted subs won't be seeing these ads. For the rest of you, please, get ad block. I'm not allowed to show you how to block the ads, but I'm allowed to tell you get ad block. So I'm excited. I'm massively excited. All the announcements today have been fantastic. Very fantastic. Very, very fantastic. Alright, give me Namba to start this fight, please. Also, I agree, Tap, I saw you in there earlier, yeah. Yakuza fans absolutely eating well today. Like, there is literally something for everybody from today's announcements. Yeah, like RGG8 might be a while away, but at the very least they confirmed it. And confirmed, they confirmed that it's turn-based, so it's going to be the next turn-based game that they do. But also the fact that Kiryu's party is going to be separate from Ichi's party. Now, I'm going to be honest, because I'm very opinionated on, like, Yakuza games. I am still feeling a bit peeved off by the fact they brought back Kiryu again. I've said this multiple times. Those of you who watch me know I've said multiple times. Leave the older Yakuza characters behind. Like, they said a couple of years ago they wanted Yakuza Like a Dragon to be the start of a new story. Now, the Yakuza characters, like, stuff in this game makes sense, you know, in a kind of, you know, passing on the baton kind of way. So I'm kind of... Part of me is really conflicted about Kiryu coming back again. Like, you said that 6 was the end of Kiryu's saga, but you're also saying that Kiryu is one of the main protagonists of RGG8. You can't say both things, I'm afraid. My menu, what the hell is this menu? Please help. Please do a better menu, holy shit. My dude, that didn't, yep. Yeah, that was the wrong menu. Oh my god, please, better menu, holy shit. Like, I will admit, part of me is a little, like, part of me is a little against, I did not mean to go in the taxi. Part of me is a little against Kiryu being brought back again, but from that reveal, clearly they're trying something different, considering we're getting boy band Kiryu. Essentially, Gaiden is gonna be the thing that links, like, LAD and LAD8 together. Like, that's going to be the thing that's going to make me satisfied with Kiryu coming back or not satisfied with Kiryu coming back. Like, it could be a setup for Kiryu trying to get away from the Daidoji Association. Like, it could absolutely be a way to set up, you know, getting Kiryu out for good this time, maybe. Okay, Namba can't take the grenade up the ass when Namba is the one throwing the grenade. Not bad. Yeah, not bad. That's also a better way to end that fight because, like, Ichi just uses tag team S on AM. Could I please skip the cutscene? Thank you. Game? Please, I'm losing time. Need to skip these cutscenes. So, yeah, I'm very much I'm very much of the opinion that I'm still conflicted. I think, like, the fact that it's 2024 is nice. We're not going to get answers as to, you know, why they're bringing back Kiryu again anytime soon, and that's okay. Because, obviously, Ishin is its own thing. Completely self-contained, absolutely phenomenal. It's going to be a little different running in, obviously, Unreal Engine 4. Again, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I absolutely love the way that Ishin plays, but this is going to be a different version of Ishin, which is a good thing. Like, it playing a little differently is not a bad thing at all. It's the same reason why OG1 and OG2 can still stand next to K1 and K2. They're different for good reasons. Like, it's not necessarily a bad thing in the slightest. So, I'm not against, like, it being in, like, Unreal Engine at all. I think it's genuinely potentially, like, a chance for it to, like, actually be different and actually, you know, be its own thing compared to OG Ishin. I think we need to hold, like, our actual, like, you know, worries and thoughts until, you know, we actually get our hands on the game. It's some things are gonna feel different. But we've already seen from the gameplay trailer and the actual reveal trailer that Ishin's combat in Like a Dragon Ishin rather than Ryuga Gotoku Ishin is faster. That's not necessarily a bad thing. That's not necessarily a bad thing at all. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited to get my hands on it. When I play it, like, obviously, as you all know, whenever we get a brand new Yakuza game, which I'm considering, you know, Like a Dragon Ishin to be a brand new one, because, you know, it's a remake. We're gonna go over it with a fine-tooth comb. I'm gonna be going over that gameplay a lot. But yeah, Ishin is action. Ishin's action. Gaiden is action. So your two RGG games in 2023 are both action games. I was hoping that'd be double, but that's not gonna be double. Yeah, your two RGG games in... Ooh! Yes, get rid of this guy. Goodbye. This guy's a pain. Getting rid of him fast is nice. Ah, then you did the slow attack. How dare you? How dare you? Come on. So yeah, for the action, and this is the thing, like, you can absolutely not like the turn-based games. No one's saying you can't like the turn-based games, but I've seen a couple of opinions of, oh no, like, RGG8 is gonna be turn-based again. That shouldn't be that much of a surprise, because they said that they wanted the main series to be turn-based, and also that game isn't coming out till 2024. You're getting two action games, including one of the most requested games ever in 2023. Like, don't like this turn order. I need this burn to actually, like, land the burn on this guy to be able to go fast in this fight now. Terrible. Like, you can absolutely dislike the turn-based combat. It's very, very different. It is a complete genre shift. But, like, it does feel weird to see people, you know, moaning that the next mainline game is going to be turn-based and, like, saying that RGG aren't doing action stuff anymore when there's two action games coming up in the next year. Like, they're still doing your action games. You're still getting action games. Oh, good start. Good turn on this time. Because I can understand people not liking the turn-based stuff. I'm lucky that I, like, basically the majority of the stuff that I played as a kid was back in, like, the PS1, PS2 era. So I played a lot of turn-based RPGs, so obviously I like turn-based RPGs because I grew up with them. But I can absolutely understand people not liking how turn-based RPGs play. Like, they're very different. But I also think that RGG did very well with this turn-based game, but RGG also do very well with their action games. The way that I like to kind of compare it is Platinum, and how Platinum are going at the minute. Where Platinum have stated outright in interviews that they don't want to do action games anymore. Like, you know, this is how we get to, like, a Babylon's Fall situation. But with RGG, even if they want to move slightly away from action games, they're still giving us action games. And damn good ones. There's a damn good one that just came out on Steam today that goes by the name of Lost Judgment. Which, if you've also been, like... Again, it's also the same with the engine stuff. I've seen a lot of people say they don't like the combat in the brawlers in the Dragon engine compared to the older engine, which again, they're very, very different, so it's very understandable why people like aren't actually gelling with them. Give Lost Judgment's combat a chance. Lost Judgment's combat is the best of the brawling combat in the Dragon engine by far, and also Kaito DLC, which also came out on Steam today. The actual combat in that DLC is exceptionally reminiscent of Yakuza 0 for reasons that you'll see when you play it. That is unfortunate, so I needed to hit that guy with more pyro. I was hoping that I'd get the multi-hit there, but sadly not. I'm gonna have to... Actually, no, this should be fine. Yep, should be fine. A little slow, but fine. A little slow, but fine. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. That fight could have gone exceptionally poorly with how I missed the guy in the black shirt with Amber, but actually it worked out. So, that was lucky. That was very lucky. So, a Dragon Engine fighting game would play. One exists. It's called Virtua Fighter. It's literally called Virtua Fighter. The recent Virtua Fighter is in the Dragon Engine. So technically a Dragon Engine fighting game does exist, even though, you know, it's based off of, you know, the older Virtua Fighter that it was based off of, which is 5. But yeah, technically, a fighting game in the Dragon Engine does exist. So now so excited. Yep, everybody is. We're all eating good today. RGG fans are eating very good today. And the nice thing about today's summit is that we now know what the future is going to be for, you know, the next year and a bit. Like, we're getting 2 full-on Kiryu action games. We're getting Ishin and we're getting Gaiden. These fight spawns are terrible. Good. We're getting Ishin, we're getting Gaiden. For the turn-based fans, we're getting RGG8 in the future with K-pop boy band Kiryu. My headcanon for RGG8 is that Kiryu, Zhao, and Jungi Han got together, and now they're in a boy band. And that's the reason why Kiryu is back and why his part in the game is going to be different to Ichi's, is that Ichi is trying to raise money to back the band, which is Kiryu, Zhao, and Jungi Han. Clearly. Like, there's no other explanation as to why Kiryu, it looks like, you know, he's walked out of Jungi Han's wardrobe, you know? Clearly, that's... If the plot isn't anything like that, I wash my hands of RGG8. Kiryu gonna use his ukulele, yeah, the one from his karaoke in thingy. But we saw from the gameplay trailer today that they're still keeping, like, the minigames from Ishin, despite going over to the Unreal Engine. But also, they're adding stuff. Like, the battle card stuff is definitely different. Oddstone? I did not check to see if I got an Oddstone from the first fight, so I'm a little bit worried here that we might be in a bit of trouble for RNG for this run at the moment. So I didn't get an Oddstone from the first fight, then I'm in trouble. It might be the very rare Chapter 4 doesn't continue because we just don't get the Oddstone drop. Which doesn't happen very often. Like, it happens usually, like, once every, like, 2 months or so, but it's been over a month since it last happened. It's around about the time where it might happen. I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried, I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't paying attention if I got it. Judgment PC has FSR 2.0. Interesting. Because here's the thing. We've known that Judgment's PC port has existed for a while, because the Stadia version had to have used a PC port. And we know from the credits that Q-Lock are the ones that ported it. And Q-Lock are the ones that did the ports of Yakuza 6, 3, 4, 5 Remaster, and K2. So we've known it's existed for a long time. But it's finally out, which is nice. And Luna? Yeah, exactly. Don't like it, you're going first. Everyone's together at least for the Mega Swing, which is good, because now I can just hit Gondarawa. He's in the corner, so it shouldn't miss too many hits. Yep, good. Good fight. Good fight. Oddstone, please. Okay, run continues. Yeah, run continues. I at least get enough odd stones, even if I didn't get one earlier now, so that's good. I'll just get the odd stone in the Seiryu clan HQ, just in case I didn't get the odd stone from the fight earlier. Should be good. Should be good. Yeah, for those who haven't seen this run before, it doesn't matter which of the dialogue choices you pick there, because you get kindness and passion, neither of which we actually use in the run. But every dialogue choice that we do from now on is important. Your Drinkling conversations are very, very important. For Adachi, for example, we need to use Square. We need to get a certain set of charisma stuff up so that we can unlock jobs for Ichi. We need charisma, and we also need style, I believe. And that way we can unlock 2 jobs for Ichi. Because with Ichi, we're going to be changing his job twice. Most characters in this run have their jobs changed. The only ones that don't are Namba, Jungi Han, and Zhao. Because Zhao doesn't get used. It's unceremonious and it sucks, but Zhao doesn't get used. Hey, listen, once again, RGG, for Like a Dragon 8, can Zhao be the first party member so we can use him in the speedrun? Thank you. I just want to use my boy Zhao. I love my boy Zhao. Don't use him. No, Zhao exists to give us his shoes. That's the important thing. Not the best starting hit, but it's salvageable because we hit the other guy. Because with Adachi, we just hit this guy. Adachi does a lot of... Adachi is our best physical attacker at this point. Like, he is no nonsense. His attacks are fast, as you can see, and he just hits hard. Really hoping Namba starts this fight. Namba starting this fight is a very easy triple, because you just aim for this guy on the right and it hits everybody. Totsuka here is weak to physical and fire, which is the only damage we can do right now. I'm hoping that's a double. It might not be. The guy on the right might miss from this one. Shame. Totsuka's dead at least, which means we did more than enough damage. Sometimes you don't do enough damage. Now I'm just going to hit this guy, because this guy is really annoying to deal with. He has way more HP, as you can see. Is Adachi killing him? Yes, good. I don't think Adachi kills with a normal attack. Reckless will. Reckless goes through his defense, so it does a little bit more damage. We also get an item called the Health Ring from that fight, which gives us an extra 5 attack, which we're going to equip right now onto Ichi. Because that attack will also go onto our Pound Mates, which is very important for this next upcoming set piece. God, I love that menu. That menu is so fast. I love that menu. Xantos, thank you for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate it. Okay. But I'm excited for all of you who haven't had the chance to play Judgment yet. Reminder for those of you who are playing Judgment for the first time today. OG Judgment, Judgment 1, those are some really bad nonsense. Those of you who are playing the Judgment games for the first time today, 1, bad targeting system. 1, OG Judgment can be played at any point. OG Judgment is, I want to Mega Swing this guy so I can hopefully get at least 2. OG Judgment can be played at any point. Lost Judgment contains a big plot spoiler for this game. So, if you haven't played Yakuza Like a Dragon, and you play Lost Judgment, it's going to reference a big plot event from this game about 2 or 3 times, and it's going to get confusing, and you're going to very easily figure out what it is. So, if you're planning to play all of these games in order, and you've not yet played Like a Dragon, make sure you do not play Lost Judgment before you play Yakuza Like a Dragon. Also, don't play Lost Judgment before Judgment, because it's a direct sequel. It should be obvious. It doesn't really reference much from the first game, but it does. So, just to be careful, make sure you do the right order of things. That should be a double. So in this fight, we specifically want Ida to summon 1 round of backup. That's going to make it so that Ichi gets enough EXP to level in the fight after this one. It's really hoping I hit the guy on the right with this one. That's why I aim for this guy, because that's a really bad Parabelch otherwise. Okay, good. You're the backup, you'll die. Ooh, that's a 2. Not at all, thank you. Bad fight. So yeah, just as a heads up, make sure if you want to play these games in order, if you're wondering why I'm not mega swinging, I need to hold Itchy's MP for next fight. That connected? I guess he could walk next to him. Good fight. Very good fight. Damn. I'm just surprised that connected. I know he was walking close to him, but it's very rare that that connects with that buster. Because it doesn't do that much damage, but obviously, like, I only needed a tiny bit. Damn. Alright. Cool. I'll take that. I'll happily take that. Because in this fight, if Itchy goes first, we now have the MP to Mega Swing, just in case. That's why we have to keep Itchy's MP. The other nice thing is if Itchy does have his MP, I can just do this. If an enemy has a damage debuff on them, wait for their turn to end the fight, because if they have a damage debuff on them, for some reason, there is no animation to them dying to the debuff, which means you can skip through to the end of the fight a lot faster. It's just weird, that's how it works. This Kasiyama, this is the second boss in here. Here's a pain. We want a specific turn order, which we don't have. We want it to be Namba, Itchy, Adachi. Because Kasiyama blocks every attack from the front, which means that I need, with Adachi now, to use a Reckless rather than an Opportunity. Which sucks. Having Namba go... Oh, you gave me the crit? My one-turn Kasiyama! Fuck! Because now I haven't done enough damage because I haven't Pyro Dodged, so it probably won't happen unless I get the follow-up. I have the setup for a one-turn Kasiyama, and you literally took it away from me, video game. God damn it. I'm upset. You can one-turn Kasiyama in this fight. It's very rare. You need the right setup, which, as I said, is literally Namba, Itchy, Adachi, because you do enough damage, and then you need a crit from either one of Itchy or Adachi, and we got the crit from Itchy. But because, obviously, I wasn't able to attack with Namba because it would have been slow, I didn't have the one-turn. So, we have the setup for it, but the game just gave me the bad turn order. That sucks. Yeah, the definitive list, if you want to go... Okay, so there's two ways you can go about the series. If you want to see every single game, start with 0. 0 into K1, because K1 is a... Yeah, it should work. K1 is a remake of the original Yakuza 1. Into K2, because that's obviously a remake of the original 2. 3 remaster, 4 remaster, 5 remaster, 6, Like a Dragon. That's the way you do it, mainline. If you want to put in the side games, or you want to try the original games, because I do still like OG 1 and 2. Fuck, that's not the person I want to hit. My inputs are being eaten today. This is not ideal. If you want to try OG 1 and 2, which again you can do because they're good games, they're very good games to still experience. You can put them in. I would put them in after the Kiwamis because they're not. Some of them don't play super well these days, but they're still good to experience. But as an accessibility thing and like an ease of access, K1 and K2 are there. Not the turn order I want. This is really bad, actually. Fuck it, I'll just do this. It's fine. This will kill right after with Itchy's turn. Not ideal. Can I just chat? Can I get a nice for Namba's MP and also his death? Nice. That's a problem. Namba dying in the speedrun is a big problem. Remember the bond link conversation we just had about how they're important? Namba now no longer has the bond points for his bond link conversation when he needs them. This is a problem. It's not too much of a problem because we have a way to rectify it. If Namba dies a second time, oh fuck. If Namba dies a third time, oh Jesus. There are ways to rectify Namba dying up to 3 times. It gets longer with every single rectify. With the third time, we would lose up to 50 seconds. It would be really bad. So, it's pretty much game over at that point anyway. But, yeah. Again, I was hitting triangle. I don't know what's going on with my inputs right now. This is really weird. I don't know if it's my controller or the game, but I'm just dropping inputs. This is really weird. Other side games. Kenzan. That is best played between OG2 and 3. Dead Souls is best played between 4 and 5. Ishin is best played between 5 and 0. Judgment can be done whenever. Judgment's a weird one. Timeline-wise, it's between 6 and LAD. But it can be done whenever. Good, stunned Ida, that's the important thing. Please don't hit Ida, for the love of fucking god. Please don't wake him up. Good. Woke up Kikagawa. That's fine. That's bad. Fuck me. I saw Okay. The game did the thing again where it was like, hey, Kikagawa is next, but it actually wasn't. So I'm going to have to do something with Adachi. Actually, no, I'm not. This should kill Ida. How did this work out? How did this actually work out? How did this actually work out in my favor? No taunt either? How did this work in my favor? He's gonna taunt on this turn. Please taunt Adachi. The way you go fast in this fight is if Kasiyama taunts Adachi because you're only attacking anyway. That's not good. That one's not good. That's the worst person to taunt. Because again, he blocks attacks from the front if he's looking at him. And it also means I have to Reckless with Adachi. Oh, this is unfortunate. Yo, thank you so very much for the host, I appreciate it. If you only played Dead Souls, you've made mistakes or you're a horror speedrunner. So I can't do the fast damage combo is quite obviously it's, you know, Itchy into Adachi. This is not ideal. I'm starting to lose time over my gold already. By the time we're out of this chapter, we're going to lose about 30-35 seconds. Run's not quite dead. It's not doing good, but it's not quite fully dead yet. I think I can carry on with this. With my Chapter 5 time loss and my Chapter 6 time loss, I think this is able to be pulled back. Gotta rely on Chapter 6 again. That's not good. I think we're good. I think we can carry on. Yeah, we're gonna lose like 30-35 seconds, but this is okay. This is okay. This is actual comebackable. This is fine. Chapter 4 is really hard. Chapter 4 is just like RNG hell. It's like the first chapter where RNG can really mess you up in this run. Yeah, 30 seconds. Look at that. 29.4. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is okay. This is okay. We can bring this back. We can actually bring this back. I would like to turn my fan on at the moment because it's gotten very humid in here all of a sudden. Also, actually, you might have not have seen it if you didn't watch the summit all the way to the end today. Even though Like a Dragon 8 isn't going to be coming out until 2024, we got a very, very short little sneak preview of Itchy, Namba, Adachi, which we saw from the MMA Fighters video before, and today, we got Sayako. Sayako is coming back for Like a Dragon 8. Sayako is actually coming back, which, that made me happy. That made me very happy. I like Sayako. We need more good, actual female Yakuza characters. They're getting better, they're not quite there. I will say, Kaito's DLC for Lost Judgment has potentially RGG's best written female character. Still a couple of things. Also, this is the very rare Sayako finish. He's alive. I'm upset. Never mind. Never mind. Unpraised Sayako. The reason why there wasn't enough damage for Sayako there was because I hit the wrong person with Mega Swing. Also, fuck this guy, because this guy coming up here, he's exactly like Kasiyama, guards every attack from the front, also can kill Itchy and end the run. Hasn't happened. What is this bullshit? What is this turn order? Adachi, Ichi, Namba? 2? Don't kill Namba. Don't kill Namba. Don't kill Namba. Okay, don't kill him either, but thank you. What the fuck is this turn order? This is terrible. This is garbage. So, again, the best combo we can do is opportune attacks from Adachi. So having Adachi, we don't want to attack with Sayako. So you've probably noticed as well from the opportune attack. Even though Sayako is a higher level than the rest of our party members, Sayako's weapon is her base weapon. On all of our other characters, we have stronger weapons, which is making them do way more damage. That's the reason that Sayako doesn't do any damage. We don't want to attack part-time hero with Sayako outside of an exceptionally rare set of turn orders. Not that one. But having the slowest party member, Adachi, go before Ichi, and then Ichi before Namba? That's such a weird turn order. It's the exact reverse of the turn order that we actually need in these fights. And that doesn't happen often. It really doesn't happen often. If... I'm gonna risk it. If Ichi's HP was low here, you'd need to take a safety heal just in case. I should really probably heal Namba in case something goes wrong here. But it's a little too late for that. Thankfully, Ichi goes technically first. So I can basically see who gets stunned and who doesn't. I can set fire to Guo with Namba, which is what I want to do. He doesn't die, but it's fine. Because I will Reckless with Adachi, which is what we normally do anyway. I was hoping to get at least a double, but unfortunate. She's guarding. Not have to worry about damage. Not going to attack with Sayako yet. Namba has to hit Quo with Pyro. That is an ironclad rule for this fight. He has a lot of defense, and I think this might not be enough. He resists physical, so you need to have a high damage roll on Adachi, or catch him with a little bit of Pyro Belch, which is what I was hoping from earlier, or the Reckless. So we got unlucky with our kind of positioning of enemies, but we did get lucky that Adachi did a high amount of damage. Despite the fact that Sayako just joined us, she's going to leave for a minute. And then more importantly, we're going to go and unlock something that's massively important in Like a Dragon. The Blacksmith. It's a little bit... Okay, so most people wonder about damage. Especially for, like, the speedrun, but especially for the game. If you're struggling in any part of this game, that's one of our bond point conversations to get back up to speed with Namba, by the way. There's one more that we can do after this, which I might need to do. Especially if he dies. If he dies in the next fight, I'm going to have to. But essentially, to get more damage in Yakuza Like a Dragon, upgrade your weapon. Weapon upgrading is vitally important in this game. If you are struggling at any point, cough, Chapter 12, upgrade your weapon. The reason why the game asks you to do the Battle Tower is because the Battle Tower gives you an absolute huge amount of materials in a very quick way to be able to upgrade your weapons. Zeng. Fuck Zeng. With Sayako, we're going to be using Bobber Bag. With our party members, we're going to be using our best single target against Zeng, with Ichi being an exception. Ichi needs to set the enemy up for Sayako. This is the weirdest start to a Zeng fight I've seen. Because Zeng is supposed to be using his brand new technique. Fuck you. Not that one. Liu Mang's glare, as you can see, is a party-wide fear. We need him to use his defensive stance. Defensive stance basically gives him a counter, but he doesn't do anything. Liu Mang's glare gets rid of potentially every single one of your party members. Fuck you. What a jackass. This is a bad fight. Like, the only person I can now attack with on Zeng is Namba, because Sayako takes care of the ants. What a bad Zeng fight. So he breaks his defensive stance. We have to wait for everyone to go through their fear period. Sayako deals with the ant because she doesn't have the damage to deal with Zeng. Bad fight. Awful fight. Awful fight. We had such a good first 2 chapters. We had such a good first 2 chapters in terms of RNG, and then everything since then has been terrible. Ugh. That's just the way that turn-based RPG runs go. Sometimes you'll get good luck, sometimes you'll just get absolutely terrible luck. That's probably cost me a good 30 to 45 seconds, which is really bad, but I can make up that time loss in this chapter because I had a pretty bad business section. So I can still make it back up, but again, we're gonna have to rely on RNG. But the run is not looking good right now, folks. Nope, next one. The run is not looking good right now, folks, I'm afraid. Note to self, don't forget about that extra optimize on Itchy in this part. Because that's new and I will forget about it. So this is the next gameplay unlock for LAD. This is the job system. Every character can equip multiple different jobs depending on certain parameters, such as their level or their bond with Itchy. Or, for Itchy, his charisma. His actual personality traits. Psycho's going to become a hostess. It's going to be Kaoru today. Shouts to Kaoru being seen very briefly in Ishin. In this house, we still miss you, Kaoru. Please come back. What we're going to do is we're going to run to the right, open this safe up. This is going to be a weapon for Psycho. Now, it's the exact same damage as Psycho's current weapon, so you might be wondering why we bother to pick it up. 1, that style. We need it for Itchy. 2, that weapon is the upgradable weapon for the Hostess class. As I said, your weapons are your vast majority of damage. Most classes in this game have an upgradable weapon. Some of them have 2, but it's very rare that a class has 2 upgradable weapons. As long as we can get everybody's upgradable weapon, we're going to be able to do a massive amount of extra damage going forward in the run. Which is what this chapter is going to set up for. This is the big, long Cat and Kappa quest. Basically, we've got 10 Kappa statues, 9 cats to go after. As you can see, we're going after them right now. The thing is, there is actually a second cat once we've found all of our initial cats. The initial cat quest is going to give us a reward of 1 million yen. The second cat quest is going to give us 1 million yen and one of the most damaging palmates that we can get in the game that we're going to use all the way until the final boss. The Kappa statues give us 2 million yen. The Kappa statues are the basis of our money wall coming up in Chapter 12. The downside. Kappa statues. There is one story locked to Chapter 6. Nice, no fight spawn. This gets us the other dialogue for getting Namba's bomb points. Ooh, terrible. No, I'm not risking it. No. So, on PC, we have a trick we like to call save load. Try and guess why we call it save load. Very creative with our naming conventions. We save the game, we load the game, fight spawn disappears. Downside. Fight spawn respawns right in the way of where I'm going. Yes, the story trigger is behind me, but we need to grab this taxi before we leave, because we need this taxi coming up here at the end of this chapter. Boo that fight respawn. Unfortunately, using any confirmation prompt, like a taxi, can also respawn the enemies. That's a good respawn. It's quite far out of the way, so we don't have to worry about them. That's going to be RGG8, by the way. Like a taxi. We have Like a Dragon, Like a Dragon 8, Like a Taxi. There you go. So, we've got a bit of a newer route. We used to go to the shop behind us to get a little bit of money, but instead what we're going to do is we're just going to bypass all of that and sacrifice one of our summons to carry us to homes. We do need a little bit of luck in terms of the fight coming up to go as fast. Avoid cars. Cars bad. Cars bad. Down here, you might hear it on the way down. Usually this is one of the most loud and obnoxious cats in the actual entire run, but today, no. This cat has decided to be very quiet. We're going to head over to the restaurant row area, where we're going to get our last cat for now. In the old route, this used to be the final cat, but in this newer route, it's actually one of the earliest ones. The Kappa statue is down there, which as you can see is blocked off for story purposes. With this, we're going to go into our menus. We're going to go to Sayako, give her Sparking Cannon. Gear Itchy Optimize, not you. you and give you, not the cotton gloves. I don't know why I keep giving you the cotton gloves. Why do I keep giving you items you don't need these days? This keeps happening. Why do I keep doing this? And then we're going to carry on the story. So, the optimize on Itchy is to give him the boots that give him more agility. We need Itchy to go as early as possible in this fight. It's not a guarantee with these shoes, but we essentially need this fight to go well, and by going well, we need Itchy to get at least either the first or second attack. Because Itchy is going to Mega Swing and take out the vast majority of our ads. I'm going to Pyro Belch Okino. Actually, I should Pyro Belch Yokoyama. Because Okino, yeah. This might work out. This might work out. 4 announcements which I'm most excited for. You say Ishin. You say incorrectly, because technically I've already finished and played Ishin, because I've got, obviously, Ishin. I got world record yesterday. So technically I've played Ishin. It's not the same game, it's going to be different. The thing that interests me the most is Gaiden. Gaiden interests me a lot. Good on Mega Swing. This should hit Kume as well. Kume. Everybody hates Kume. In the speedrun, we really like Kume because Kume here is weak to every attack in the game. I was hoping that'd do more damage. I forgot it was her basic weapon. Kume is literally weak to every single attack in the game. I am not kidding you. He is weak to every attack. That's why we really like him in the speedrun, because anything we do, well, that, is really good. Say hello to Eri. This is Eri. She is a completely optional party member, and she's the strongest fucking character in this game. Let's unlock Eri. Eri saves us a ridiculous amount of time in this game. In this speedrun, Eri saves us somewhere between like 20 to 45 minutes. Eri's very good. Eri is very, very good. This is the business minigame. Most Yakuza games have a business minigame attached to it. In Ishin, it's the fucking farming game. I'm fearing going and playing that again. It's actually not that bad. But this is Yacht Like a Dragon's business minigame. To unlock Eri, we need to get to rank 100. This is also going to be useful for the run because we need lots of money. Money in the Chapter 5 route, our new route, is very, very tight. We have literally one taxi mistake we can make, and that's it. So, mate, omelette. Get rid of our wage bill by sacking the other two, despite the fact that they would actually be really useful in this next minigame. 3 text boxes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Congratulations, you've just reached rank 100 with the least amount of inputs possible and in the quickest way possible. That's all we do. There's one more thing, that's a bit of a lie. There's one more thing we do. Streamer said do. There's one more thing we do, which is coming up after this. But this is the nice part of the run, because there's nothing else to explain at this point. There's obviously stuff to explain coming up, but in this bit, there's nothing to explain. Now, after that round there, you'll either get to rank 151 or 150. Do not skip that cutscene. It puts you, it's a longer load, and it puts you further back in the office. Also, on the way through here, instead of taxiing, what we're gonna do, if you've played this game, you know at this point you can just end the chapter. We're gonna be in this chapter for about another 20-ish minutes, not quite that much, because again, we need to set up for the early to mid game. We need to upgrade everybody's weapons, and we're not quite there just yet. Also, I haven't got the notes up for the shopping list, which is bad. Which is very bad, actually. I'm in trouble. Wow. Cat. We used to do Nancy here. We don't have Nancy in the route anymore. Make sure you remember to grab this taxi on the way back. Otherwise, you aren't going to have this place as a fast travel location all the way in Chapter 11. Trust me, this chapter, as I said, is very much set up for the rest of the run. There is a lot to do in this chapter. This is the only other thing we need to watch out for in regards to this minigame. Hire Nishio, Master Sasaoka, make everybody happy, Go to this menu specifically to change them over. It stops you getting into a tutorial window. And this is the shareholder meeting. Follow on what I do. Start with the angry one. Break shield. Hit with weakness. Finish with omelet. Give it a couple of points because that was reasonably expensive. Do it again. See how we're down to 1? Sometimes you gotta wait a tiny little bit. The last guy here is going to be different. Bottom right is our skill build up once it reaches full. Skill up. Go straight in. Whoops. You into you, into you. So you might think that I just did something different there, and I did. Instead of finishing with omelet, you start with omelet, because he's weak to omelet. So by using omelet, you build up the damage a little bit to 1.25 times, and you also do obviously a little bit of damage. That is just enough to finish off with Nishio. That way you save yourself from using three extra rounds of omelet, and instead only do 1 round of Nishio. So now for the rest of this, we just hold R2 and we get through this as quick as possible to the shareholder meetings. Every single pop-up bar, one of them, which you'll see after this round, is completely random. So this is where you save or lose time randomly for RNG, is just whether anything pops up. It's completely random, you have no say in the matter outside of the one that pops up after this round. It is what it is. This is where either the run will live or die today, basically. That's the thing that is the only thing guaranteed to pop up, the ad campaign. If you are playing this minigame casually and you want a step up, take out a loan of 5 million yen in that first round, don't spend it, wait, get the ad campaign. That's all you do. I'm going to put my fan on quickly because it is very humid right now. Struggling a fair bit, I'm afraid. It's fucking hot today. Oh, that's nice. Chat, hopefully you're all feeling good today. Again, this is the nice bit. This is the bit where, despite the fact that this is a very high explanation chapter, this is a nice, like, 8-minute period where I get to talk to you again, because it's going to be a while until I can again. How you all doing, chat? So yeah, today was supposed to be me doing Dead Rising 2 tonight, but considering Judgment and Lost Judgment just came out on PC, that's put a bit of a spanner in the work, hasn't it? Yang is not a bad employee to have for the shareholder meetings, not for the any percent route of this, but for all sub-stories instead. Yang is really good, especially early on. I'm just looking on Twitter selling out for Judgment, Lost Judgment. But yeah, the RGG fans, nice, very quick. Okay, so shareholder meeting, make sure everybody is happy. Obviously, that gives your points back quicker to you. Start with the angry ones. If they're both angry, start with the first one. Again, give this guy a couple of points at the bottom because he can be quite expensive. And same as before, wait for the skill, use the skill. Break shield, omelet Nishio. Usually for the last guy, as soon as you use the skill, because it gives you points back, you'll always have enough for him. Usually you'll have enough for him. Game just... What is happening? Yesterday, 15 minutes before Ishin Kiwami gets revealed, I'm just like, Ishin doesn't need a Kiwami. Now, then, you know, everything's out. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I'm going back on Twitter a sec. Please buy these games. They are genuinely two of RGG's best. If that doesn't sell you on Judgment and Lost Judgment, Mammoth Tattoo. Fuck you, Mammoth Tattoo. This actually isn't a bad business minigame so far. There's very, very few pop-ups in between each business section. This is pretty good. Yeah, we're actually getting good luck. Titan sweaty, 31 degrees Celsius is fun. Yep. As someone from Britain who's not used to those temperatures, and we get those temperatures like every so often in the summer, I feel you. This summer was painful. The thing that I really dislike, really dislike is when people are just like, oh, but I live in like 40-degree temperature every day. Yeah, you're used to it. Your surroundings are kind of built for it. Not the global warming stuff that's happening, but our houses in England are built with insulation in mind, the winter. Our houses are built to trap the heat inside. So when we get those temperatures that may be quite, like, not as hot for you, it's like, maybe like 5 degrees or so, because our houses are built to trap the heat in, it's very hot. This is a really good business section. Nice. 40C with 80 plus humidity, yeah. That's always gonna be hot. That's gonna be hot for anyone. Yeah, UK summer, I think the worst day was 30... I think it was 37 degrees C. It was like the hottest day ever recorded. And the humidity that day was 95%. It was so stupid. People were literally dying. London was actually on fire. Yang? Yang? I've said no before. Final shareholder meeting. It's different. Watch this. Start Jesse. Notice how I finished with Tome instead of Omelette. Omelette no longer does enough damage to be able to be useful. So the only reason why we have Omelette still is so that Omelette can break shields. This last one is a bit of a pain. You have to wait for your skill. And wait again. Because we don't have enough points. Good business section. Very good business section. Very, very good. But that type of person, hot weather sucks matter. Whereas, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, people, like, literally, we had cities on fire. People were literally dying. It doesn't matter whether or not, you know, you get a hotter temperature in your area. Hot temperature just fucking sucks. People die to it. It is not a jokey matter. It is not a stupid fucking dick waggling contest. Hot temperatures are fucking hot. Ooh. Have some God, sympathy for other people. For people that aren't used to those temperatures. It sucks. It just fucking sucks. There is no nice thing about hot temperature anywhere. It really sucks. It really, really sucks. And the global warming... This fight spawn means we have to do this sub-story, by the way, to get rid of it. Global warming is making things worse. Like, hot temperature just sucks. Some people are very good at dealing with hot temperature. I'm very good at dealing with cold temperature. I love the cold, but I know that there are a lot of people that don't deal well with the cold temperature. So, you know, whenever it goes down to, like, these really cold temperatures, I don't just go around going, oh, you know, wrap up in a blanket and make yourself warmer. Like, some people can. Some people can just do that. Some people can just naturally be hot. And others can't. It sucks. Like, there are temperatures and there are climates that people are accustomed to and used to, which just change... Ooh, bad fight spawn. I'm lucky there. That just change depending on, like, where people live. Like, I really hate that. Like, it's something that I really hate recently. It's just, people just need a tiny bit more sympathy for others. Like, yeah, sure, you can handle it. Good. Some people can't. And it sucks. It really does suck. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. I thought I started with the wrong item there, but I didn't. I was on the right item. Again, my left eye today is still very blurry. Couldn't use it yesterday, and it's a little better today, but it's not fully better. Need more sleep. Need more sleep to be able to make it a little better. Okay, that fight spawn is going where I want to go. No, that turn is good. The turn is good. I get to go. So I need to use this taxi. As soon as you've used this taxi, move away immediately, because you can get a very late fight spawn. That was an early fight spawn.
I read the tax twice.
It was all the way over. You read the tax twice. That was a mistake. Poppy, thank you very much for the 100 bits. Hope you're doing well today. I'm sure you're seeing all of the announcements today and knowing that us RGG fans are feasting. RGG fans, absolutely. Today is a day to be excited. Like, Don't let
Hi, I read
anyone
the
take that
tags.
away from you. It is a day to be excited. Like, this is our day. We don't get these very often, but it is our day to be excited. Please be excited. Rosa, thank you for reading the tags. Please, be excited. It's one of those times, like, for those of you, if you've just gotten caught up with the series, or, like, you know, you're here for, like, the first time, it's one of those times a year, like, we usually don't get it very often, but we're getting it once a year now, where it's that palpable time of, there's a new RGG game on the horizon, we all know how magical these are, ooh, get excited. And here's the nice thing, with the dual localization, oh, I gotta concentrate on this menu. God, I keep making a mess of this menu. Ah, that's a problem I don't have. The shopping list up. Ah. Okay, got it. I need the shopping list. I'm in trouble. I'm in big trouble. Also, I probably should have played the ads in the business section. I've made mistakes because ads start in 5 minutes. X for Eri. Alright, one more. There you go. There's a little bit of dialogue you have to skip through to be able to skip some of these conversations. We need that charisma. This is the last story cutscene that Eri is ever a part of, and that sucks. She's very fucking good in this game. She is the best. But I mean, thank you very much for the Prime for 8 months. I appreciate it. Okay, so the RGG Gaiden game. It is a full game, but the size of it is not going to be a full game. The size of it is going to be essentially 2 Kaito files. So it's not quite, you know, 40, 50 hours like your main RGG games, but it's going to be probably like a little bigger than Yakuza Kiwami, for instance. So it's gonna be kind of like that. It's a full proper main story plot game. Also, important speed tech coming up. This is my movement hand. Don't use it. Speak and you will speak immediately with Sayako. Give her the lilies, and then start skip this. What this does is it skips the cutscene, but look at the right. Look at how I'm getting extra bond points. This is what we like to call the bond gift giving glitch. Once again, we have very good naming conventions in the Yakuza speedrun scene. Essentially, by start skipping those cutscenes, it doubles up the points that you give with your gifts, which allows us to get that charisma that we need. That stops us having to go to the vocational school. That saves us literally 2 minutes. Plant seeds! Thanks. I remembered. Hyper Guyver, thank you for the 50 bits and reading the tag. bad fight spawn, but it should be fine. You heard it in the right ear. It's over here. It's our next cat. He's trying to get in the club, but the club is closed in the day. You can't get your titty during the day, my dude. Come on. Be sensible. Namba out for Eri, Adachi out for Namba. You might be wondering, why did I just do that? Why didn't I just replace Adachi with Eri? Reason being is that we want Eri from this point on to be a permanent party member, but not in the 3rd slot. The 3rd slot is cursed. It's actually not. There's actual reasons why we're doing this. If you want an explanation why, later on, the game's going to randomly replace... Not randomly. The game is going to replace one of our party members, and it will always change the character who is in slot 3. And with Eri being a permanent party member and never leaving our party, she needs to be in slot 2, but we need Namba for damage for this chapter and the next chapter. Hence why we do that rigmarole with the menu. Chat, I'm going to have to look away for a second. I've got a very big menu to do. 24 of you, 18 of you. At this point, a certain streamer should have this memorized, but we keep changing the amount of things that we buy in this menu, and streamer gets confused. That's up to 20, 43. Some of these are still the same. There is no excuse for me not to know the amount of dirty iron that I need. Or the refined iron. These have always been the same. These have not changed. Streamer, please. To go fast at speedrun, learn menuing. Jesus Christ. Make sure 41. Make sure 36. Make sure 28, which you can only get if you bought the one out from earlier. 15 of you. 23, yep, because you changed down to a lower number. There. 9 of you. It's always only over 9. Up to 20 of you. 20 of you. 8 of you. 3 of you. Proper statue. 31 daikon. 38 daikon. Just wanted to double check. 11 tomatoes. Now 61 hot peppers. That changed from the old days. 50 potatoes. We need way more ingredients than we used to get from here. 53 onions. The main bad guy of this game is a vampire, so we need 72 garlic. 7 mushroom. Oh, nice. 13 carrots now. It used to be 11. Run up here. That's the end of that big shopping period. There's our final cat. There's our Robson. So you can see how low our money is going. Basically, if we don't do our money properly, we've got a surplus of 15,000 yen at this point. Earlier, we only had a surplus of like 2,000. Hence why we have one spare taxi mistake. Ugh. And we get the reward for Robson, which, as we said earlier, is the Poundmate. And another 1,000,000 yen. Which, fun fact, let's go spend that as well. This should be Bar Survive. Yeah, Bar Survive. Need the ingredients on the left-hand side. You. Ooh, full stack. Don't need a full stack, but full stack. Whoops. 1, 2, 10. 2, 10, 1. So the 10 lunch boxes that I am getting here are our healing items for the run. Everything else is going to be to hand in to get specific items from Part-Time Hero. Itchy's weapon. There's a lot to remember. There's a lot to fucking remember in this chapter. This chapter is by far the hardest chapter for newer runners of this game, because there is so fucking much that you need to do in this chapter, and it's really easy to forget what to do. 5 Kiwami drinks, 5 muscle sodas, that gives us extra EXP and damage. Suntory mineral water for a side story later on in chapter 7. We now need Itchy's upgradable weapon. It's in this safe. That's why we're going this way. Blacksmith time. If you don't like flashing white light, look away for a few seconds here. I'll tell you when it's gone, because we do have a little bit of a flashing white light coming up, so a little bit of a warning for that. It's not epileptic like that really bad, but it is a flashing white light, and I know people like dislike that. Wait, first, craft weapon. Steel broom. Line of bandages. Ruler. I'll really mess this menu up. It's really bad. We'll take yellow. 1 spare odd stone. Good to know. Strength and weapon. Bandages by 1. Pouch by 3. Okay, flashing white light is gone, folks. Nope. That'll work. Judgment is not okay. Oh no. Are we talking Beyblades, or are we talking worse? We can now change Itchy's job twice, become foreman, become host. Today is definitely a Kiryu day. Today is absolutely a Kiryu day. Welcome, boy band Kiryu. Or Walking Psycho is going to delay me enough that there's going to be a bad fight spawn. This area over here is... No, actually, wow. This area over here is one of the worst places in the run for fight spawns. There's no real way to get past them. Hand over our lunch boxes. Gives us the tarot cards. Hey, here's a Kappa statue. What a surprise. Break into this secret shop. Because we changed to Foreman, we get the cross-class skill Demolish. Allows us to open the secret shops. 6 gold safe keys. All smoke bombs. 2 canvas ties. 1 fancy business card equipped. 1 fancy business card not equipped. Psycho. Actually, I didn't want Psycho to have those, but it's fine. Question mark. Number Eri Dachi. It's a Dachi that wants, yeah, the gore boots.
Oh, ne?
Yeah. Rough fight spawn, but workable with, as long as you stay down the bottom. They turned around, that's good. Okay, good. Right. Last fight of this chapter. I can't see my timer, so I don't actually know how good I'm doing. Not good. Not good, actually. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. Eri, come on, me drink. We need her to get more experience. We need her to get to level 15 at the end of the next chapter, which you might think would be quite easy. No. She needs a lot of persuasion. Roll and kick, because she's a much higher level than everyone else past Psycho. Her EXP at this point is like normalized with everybody else, so it's gonna take her a long time to get there. By waiting for her turn here, we get Ichi first, which is gonna be Robson, and then we're gonna finish off with Nambat and Psycho. Dynamite for 2023, Berry. Losing what, 15 seconds? Okay. So I have a minute of time save in this chapter. This chapter basically will determine whether we carry on or not. This chapter will determine whether we carry on or not. We need pretty much perfect RNG. Well, actually not quite perfect, but what I'm trying to say is if this grenade fucking fails, I'm probably going to cry. And for the first time in a couple of days, not tears of happiness. So here's the problem with this fight. We get put back onto Ichi's default class. Because of this, missed one out. That's okay. We at least hit Yang. That's important. Because of this, we don't have access to any of our post attacks. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use Stack Slap. We can't use Tag Team Essence of Mayhem, otherwise we would. Actually, no, we wouldn't, because the damage on it would be severely reduced being just Ichi. Thankfully, Stack Slap takes care of all the ads in this fight in one hit. Okay. Make sure we do a move shortcut onto Eri, otherwise we're in big trouble. Not Senbei Chop, Rolling Kick, and Thumbtack Scanner. Single target healing is exceptionally rare, so we grab those 2 stamina X's, because that will help us later on. Okay. So yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do tonight now, because again, as I said, we were originally gonna do Dead Rising 2, but with PC Judgments, you missed the one enemy I needed you to hit. Unfortunate. We should be able to normal attack with Psycho. Slow fight. This has started very badly. This is not ideal. So in the sewers coming up, we're gonna have to do a couple of fights to be able to get enough experience on Eri, but until we get to those fights, the trouble is we need to escape from every single fight. Escaping from fights in the sewers is a pain in the ass. This is where our RNG comes into play. Sometimes we won't escape at all because Dragon Engine shenanigans. However, as you can see with Eri, we don't actually need as much time or space as some of our other party members. Eri is not only one of our strongest party members, but she's also one of the best at running away from any fight. In this house, we absolutely stan Eri. She's fucking amazing. Genuinely. Judgment 2 times speedruns. Oh no. Are you telling me the game speed for Judgment? Oh no. Hey, I'm not accepting any conversations about this. Judgment speedruns are locked at 60 FPS. 2 times at 60. What the fuck? That sounds like a good challenge run. I wish I had Judgment downloaded right now. Holy shit. That's not gonna work. That worked? Okay. God, I wish I had Judgment downloaded. Holy shit. Turn your volume down, by the way, folks. This is not a joke, this is a warning. Turn your volume down until I set my mixer up. There's nothing I can do about this. If Eri crits this fight and ends it in one turn, it's going to get very fucking loud. Turn your volume down now, final warning. I get this 10 decibels louder than you do. Yeah, keep that volume lowered, by the way. This one's not too bad unless Eri crits, and Eri loves to crit. She's actually a crit machine in the run. So, volume down, folks. If this crits, this gets fucking loud. Here she is, the harbinger of destruction. Yes! 4 odd stones. Wonderful. Wonderful. I saw the crit number and I knew it. I knew in that moment I was about to be in pain. Fun fact, there is a bit of speed tech coming up now. There is a fight you can just outright avoid. It is here at the end of this chapter. It is really hard to avoid. It sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. To give yourself the best chance, here's what you want to do. Run along this wall early. Cut this corner. I walked too far to the right. Fuck. You can actually cut that last corner. And essentially, you can just avoid this fight and go straight up the stairs. But I moved too far to the right. I messed up my movement. That's 100% on me. Because I had the good setup. The way that it works, fight spawns in Yakuza Like a Dragon. The further away they see you, the longer it takes for them to start a fight with you. So by going along the wall, they see you early, takes a bit longer to get into a fight with you. So, that was my tinnitus. Not good. Not good at all. Thankfully, only one more fight with Thumbtack Scatter. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. I think that's the end of the run. I think that's the end of the run right there. Oh, bother. We need to know whether Lost Judgment is also double speed, because, oh my god, double speed Judgment, Lost Judgment is going to be a fast speed run. Nice video of the bug, I appreciate it. I'll have a look when this run dies, because it's probably going to happen real soon. This is not a good Chapter 6, and I'm already going up against a really terrible Chapter 6. She's doing a good job of running away from fights. But too many minor mistakes, I think, so far. Not ideal. What time is it? Almost dinner time. This ain't going well. This ain't going well at all. Most RGG fans have eaten in a while. I would say that today is probably the most that RGG fans have eaten since the original announcement of Zero and K1 back to back. I think this is probably the most we've eaten since that day. I genuinely think it's that big. I genuinely think it's that big. Yo, a hat. What got announced today? Okay, so technically it was last night, but it still counts as today. Ishin is getting a full Kiwami in the Unreal Engine, not the Dragon Engine. The Unreal Engine. Curious. We also got an actual proper gameplay trailer and proper trailer for Ishin today, which confirmed that a couple of the actors from Ishin, mostly the Yakuza 5 actors, are being replaced with some of the actors from Yakuza Like a Dragon, and also the 3 lieutenants from Yakuza 0. Ladies and gentlemen, Kuze is back. Shame. Always miss this girl. What the fuck are you doing? Get off of that! Get off of that! Can't stand on there. So, yeah. Basically, yeah. A lot of the... Oh, not a lot of them. There's about 6 of the characters that are being replaced by Yakuza characters. Well, actually, no. More like 7. Like Yakuza character members. Some of the ones being replaced. Yamazaki is being replaced by Junki-han. Which means I get to see damn near naked Junki-han. Hell fucking yes. Baba is being replaced by Zhao. Aoyama from 5 is being replaced by the fucking young master. Stunning. What a stunning change. Nice run, Eri. Nice escape. Yahata's gone, sadly. He's been replaced by Koshimizu. Fucking Koshimizu from 6. That's an interesting one. Again, the 3 lieutenants have been replaced. The 3 lieutenants have replaced Hamazaki, which is a shame. The 2 Yakuza 5 characters that are still in the video game, of all characters, which means we now have HD. We now have HD. Goddamn, what's his face? Not the final boss. I'm trying to remember the other guy. I was trying to dramatically lead into Aizawa, but Morinaga, that's the one. Morinaga, we now have HD Morinaga, but the other Yakuza 5 character not being replaced is Aizawa. So we're getting... I don't know why that kind of brought a tear to my eyes, just seeing HD Aizawa, because Aizawa is fucking trash. But it's kind of nice to see HD Aizawa, not gonna lie. So many irrelevant Yakuza 5 cameos. I'm a little sad about it, I'm not gonna lie. And they kept in Aizawa and Morinaga. Like,
Ishi 555.
Fiven? Oblivion, thanks for the Ishi 555. I also agree, Ishi 555. There's one character who they haven't, and I'm wondering whether they haven't decided what to do with them yet. There's one character that they haven't showed off who they've replaced. In the first chapter of Yakuza Ishin, there is a father figure to Sakamoto Ryoma, who is literally Fuma Oyabun. As you know, his actual actor unfortunately passed away a couple of years ago. So we still don't know what's happening. They kept in Watasei. Yeah, they kept in Watasei. Sorry. Watasei is amazing. I don't know why, you know, I forgot about Watasei. He's absolutely amazing. They also kept in Mine, which means we also now have technically HD Mine. They kept in the hot ones. God damn. God fucking damn. Alright, this fight. Important to do things in a certain turn order for this fight. So. Rolling kick. Tag team Essence of Mayhem. Pigeon raid. Fuck. Hey, Mikasa. Yeah, I agree. Also, thank you very much for the Prime. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're eating well today. We're eating very, very well today. But yeah, we don't know what's going on with Fuma Oyabun. They may... I'm wondering whether they're deciding to keep a tribute to him in the game. Like, I'm wondering whether they're deciding to, you know, reuse his model, or like redo his model and reuse his voice lines. They might do that. Because it'd be really weird for Kiryu to have a different father figure than Fuma Oyabun. They could just use Arakawa. But if they were going to do that, I feel like they would have shown him off, you know, in the trailer. Also in the gameplay trailer that featured a cutscene with Fuma Oyabun, they specifically picked the one where they literally cut away from him. So I think I think if they were gonna like just replace him, I think they would have shown off who would replace him. Yeah, I genuinely think they might just reuse his voice lines and just do a new model for him. Like, I think they might do a tribute to him like that, because otherwise I feel like they would have announced, you know, who's replacing him. Which honestly, genuinely wouldn't be a bad thing. I think I genuinely think that you could get away with doing something like that with his actor as like a tribute. I think if it's done well and done tastefully, I think like with his role in Ishin, you can literally do a like, you know, in memoriam for him during the credits, because he, as they've said before, he is irreplaceable. Like, you can't just replace him. So I don't know what they do. They're in a bit of a rough situation because like the easiest replacement out and out one-to-one would be Arakawa, obviously, but it's honestly not that easy. It's genuinely not that easy. So the way Ishin Kiwami is made in Unreal, not Dragon Engine. Well, I assume we'll get a couple of members of the press asking today. We don't know officially. The reason why I think, and again, this is just me talking, that's not who I want to use. Ooh. I wasn't concentrating. Run's over. I actually think run might be over. Don't get a counter statue. That's bad, because now I don't have Gary for the next fight. Shit. You never use Gary in that fight. Why did I use Gary there? Hello. I would like superpower. 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 1, 2, 3. Yeah, wrong one. EXP is needed, my dude. Not good. Not good. Not good, not good, not good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they do with Full Oyaben. I kind of feel like they're gonna do a... I kind of feel like they're gonna do a tribute, which again is not the worst thing ever. But I think for the Dragon Engine, I think the reason why they've done Unreal instead of the Dragon Engine, I think it's one because they're working on Gaiden as well as obviously RGG8 or Like a Dragon 8. And I think because they're probably, if you remember back to the time when they did the old engine for Fist of the North Star instead of you're alive. Instead of like the Dragon Engine, I think it's going to be the same where, because they're remaking Ishin, one, it should be reasonably cheap on Unreal, but two, if they're bringing in a bunch more devs, because obviously, you know, we know about Nagoshi starting his studio and taking a couple of devs, etc. If they're bringing in new devs, it'll be easier for them to get ingrained in RGG's ways by learning the culture first by doing a game with Unreal, and building up to, obviously, doing the Dragon Engine. And you gave me the goddamn Robson bonus. Losing time? No, that's it. Runs over. That's it. Runs over. Terrible. Terrible. Runs over. Ishin remake? Yeah. If you didn't see the RGG Summit today, Ishin is being fully remade, Kiwami'd, into the Unreal Engine. Not this engine, the Unreal Engine. Again, fucking... Full remake. Don't need this anymore. Literally, I got world record yesterday, and at the end of the run, I literally said the words, "This game does not need a Kiwami," and 15 minutes later, Sega said, "Here's Ishin Kiwami." I don't think this guy could get hotter, but he can. Ishin. Surprising. I'm absolutely gonna hold the Ishin Kiwami L, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm okay with holding the Ishin Kiwami L, because we get Ishin in the West. If I have to hold the biggest L of all time to get Ishin in the West, I'm okay with this. I'm absolutely okay with this. But yeah, so yeah, this run's dead, unfortunately. So let me show off like everything that actually got announced. That way y'all can see it if you missed the thing earlier. I'm sure most people saw it. Essentially, we've got... Let me get the things. Actually, there's a fourth thing now as well, isn't there? Yeah, that's right. There's an actual fourth thing. How could I forget? There is. Let me just go to display capture. Yakuza, or not Yakuza even, it's Like a Dragon now. Like a Dragon Ishin launches on February 21st, 2023. That is literally 5 months from now. They showed off a brand new trailer, which if we flick through real quickly here, this is the opening cutscene from Ishin. Excuse me, that's not 1080-60, that's bullshit. Unreal 4, very interesting. You'll see how gorgeous it looks. Some characters being brought back. Fuck me. Why are you still so fucking on me, Nate? I don't get it. This is that opening cutscene. You can tell they've changed a lot because look at the lighting in this scene. Look at the hits of the sword, the lighting from the lamp in the corner that you'll see, the lamp, and you'll see like it looks gorgeous. Some other characters are back. You've got in the corner here, not Date. And of course, the other stupid, sexy... Fucking... God, you're fucking sexy, I love you, Watase. Look at it. I'm looking forward to you once again ruining my speedruns, you fuck. But some of the other characters actually got replaced, as you'll see. So, the main theme song, as you'll hear, is going to sound a little familiar. That's For Faith from Yakuza 4. Interesting choice. It does work for the 4 protagonists, but here's the exciting changes. They're obviously not going to change Majima as Okuta Soji, but I will never forget the moment that Kuze turned out to be in a second fucking Yakuza game, and I absolutely lost my fucking shit. The lieutenants from Yakuza 0 have replaced some of the characters in Like a Dragon. Oh, not Like a Dragon, in fucking Ishin. Including fucking Kuze, who has replaced Hamazaki. Fucking Owano, who I think replaces Yahata. Aizawa, in high definition. Fuck you. Koshimizu? Koshimizu's back? Hi. Who I believe replaces either Ogita or Yahata, one of the two. I think he replaces Yahata and Ogita is replaced by Awano, I think. Our boy Zhao replaces Baba. That's a really fucking good change. You need to fuck off, Madoji. Kashiwagi is Kashiwagi. Morinaga. Good HD Morinaga. That's kind of cool. Nice to see him again. God, stop being so sexy. You're too sexy. You're too fucking sexy. This guy was, what's his face from Yakuza 4? Shibata. But now he is random guy. I thought this was actually Sarah at first, and I was like, wait. Don't worry, this is not a spoiler. This guy is in the video game for like literally like 2 minutes. So he used to be what's his face, the guy from Yakuza 4 that I said, but now he's just random guy. So that's kind of nice. God, Saejima in Unreal also looks fucking amazing. These two also look amazing. We've got the good Ryuji model from K2 rather than the PS3 era Ryuji model from Dead Souls. And of course, Akiyama. This is the one that I'm gonna be honest, I'm not 100% on. Shibusawa as Takeji Hanpeita, who is literally the second most important character in Ishin. I don't see this working as well as the original actor, but I'm also not against Shibusawa's actor being Takeji Hanpeita. I don't think he's going to do a bad job. He's going to do a different job. But it's going to be weird having Shibusawa back in the game again. They wouldn't replace him. Fucking Daigo in a top knot. They would not replace him. So I'm glad that he keeps his role. This is the one. This is the bit right here that made me go and absolutely lose it. This was the moment that I realized Aoyama replaced by the young master. What the fuck? It was this bit that kind of rocked me and took me out and just oh right, this is a remake. This is a different Ishin. It's a completely same Ishin in terms of like story stuff, but oh my god, it's a young master in Aoyama's role, which isn't like the biggest role in this game, but like holy shit.
坂本龍馬だ。
And Kondo being replaced by Adachi, that is inspired. That is such a fucking good replacement. That is such a good replacement. That is inspired. That is so good. That is so good. That is my favorite. That is my favorite replacement, easily. Outside, of course, they weren't gonna replace Izo. They were not gonna replace Nishiki. So happy, so happy. God, I can't wait. Outside of replacing Yamazaki with Jungi Han, you gave me naked Jungi Han again. What have you done? What have you done? I was horny enough for this man, and you've given me half-naked Jungi Han again. What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? Why would you give me half-naked Jungi Han? However, there's a couple of other changes to Ishin. I don't know if we've got the... No, we haven't got the gameplay trailer. PS Kala earlier linked a gameplay trailer that they've put out unlisted, where they're adding sub-stories to Ishin, featuring characters from previous Yakuza games. Miss Tatsu's coming back. Shindo is coming back. Fucking Kanda is coming back. Bacchus! They're bringing back, for new sub-stories, a whole bunch of just side characters, which... Yeah, alright. Also, shoutouts to Hayashi being replaced in the main story and Shindo being added as a sub-story. Fucking get owned, Hayashi. But that's only the first announcement. This is the second. Alright, I don't need to play the trailer now. Say hello to the next mainline RGG game, which is Like a Dragon 8. It's being called Like a Dragon 8 over here, so it's technically LAD2, but it's Like a Dragon 8. Yep, this is happening. That's exactly who you think it is. That is boy band era Kiryu. This is going to be set 2024. It's going to be the latest in the series. Dual protagonist, Ichi, Kiryu. Confirmed turn-based. Ishin's still action, by the way. Confirmed turn-based. Kiryu's party in the game is going to be different to Ichi's party. That's all they're saying. Why Kiryu's back again, we don't know. But the third announcement they did today might actually give us a bit of a clue. Because this, to me, is the most exciting announcement of all of them. I wanted to turn that down. Fucking cicadas are loud. Why is this breaking on me? Fucking YouTube. I'm not. Look, why is this breaking? Fucking YouTube. My ears. Anyway. I'll play this. I'll play this trailer again. Fuck it. I'll play this trailer again. This trailer's fucking great. I'll play this trailer again. I fucking love this trailer. This is the thing that has me most excited. Out of all of the announcements, this is the one. This is the one that makes me the most excited. Like, I love Ishin, and I'm so excited people are going to get to play Ishin, and I'm going to get to play Ishin again. But this, the possibilities from this, the actual plot stuff that we get from this trailer. If you missed it at the start, this is 2018. This is post-Yakuza 6, pre-Yakuza Like a Dragon. I'm so excited. Amazon delivery update for my delivery. My car. When? October the 18th? That's a month from now. Fuck. That's annoying. God, that's frustrating. I have a whole new audio setup I can't set up until I get this mic on. And you're telling me I've got to wait another month? God damn. God damn. Yo, thank you very much for the sub. I can't
had some good
see
news
what's
today,
happening right now.
didn't we?
Can't actually see what's happening
ここでの
because my
生活も
full
板
screen
に
has
つ
been
いて
taken
き
up.
たようで
So if you've
何
not
を
noticed, this is a brand new character. I mean, that should be obvious. If you didn't notice the name of the temple and what he's about to say, you'll see it in a second. Pay very close attention.
座禅の邪魔が入らなきゃなおいいんだがな
So thank you very much for the sub, Napalm.
あなたは
25 months,
戦
I
後
appreciate
建
it.
立された
Hey, notice this name? Should be familiar if you played Yakuza 6. Daidoji is the fixer. For some reason, Kiryu is a mercenary for Daidoji, or the Daidoji Association, who are working for the fixer.
この大道
This is
寺100人目
exciting.
の
This is like actual like. I'm really annoyed that they keep bringing Kiryu back out of retirement.
ここは
But
大
at
道
the
寺
same
一派の
time,
隠れ蓑に過ぎ
this plot right here
それ
is probably some of the most exciting, like
そうでもない
over-expanding
お前
lore
からの
stuff
説教は
for Yakuza in a
なお
long
さら不
time.
要だ
I'm so excited.
それは失礼
I'm so excited.
私はあなたの
This
仕事の
has
管理
this has
に徹す
connotations
る
to
と
the
しま
entire
しょう
series. I kind of don't like it because it cheapens
それで
Yakuza 6's ending
今回の
quite
指令
a
は
bit, but
あなた好み
this
の
game
単
right
純
here,
な力仕事で
this one that
す
you are looking at a trailer for,
ある人
is
物を
set
警護していただき
pre-LED,
ます
post-LED,
詳細な資料はい
is
つ
an
もの場に
action Kiryu game.
頼みましたよコードネーム上流
Sorry, it's a Joryu game. Sorry, it's not a Kiryu game, it's a Joryu game. Sorry, I'm wrong. This isn't our boy Kiryu, this is pre-boy band Kiryu. They've confirmed that this isn't going to be a full-sized Yakuza game. It's going to be kind of... They said double the size of Kaito. Kaito Files is about 10 hours if you do everything. Like a dragon Gaiden. The man who erased his name. 2023. This is next year. This is next year. These are your two games for next year. Ishin is coming out in 5 months. Like a Dragon Gaiden is gonna be like this time next year. God, I'm excited. And both Ishin and Gaiden are gonna be available for everything. PS5, through Xbox, through Windows and Steam. So it's gonna be available for everything. Everything you've seen has been available for everything. But speaking of one more thing that got dropped during the stream today. Hi. Hello. Hi. The SRB rating was correct. Judgment and Lost Judgment literally fucking shadow dropped on Steam. They're out. They're available for $40 and $60. You can get them as a package and receive Kaito files for free, which I would highly recommend. There's a bit of a weird bug in Judgment at the minute, in that it's running at 2 times speed at 60 FPS. Hopefully that gets fixed sometime soon. But yeah, RGG fans, we're eating good today. We're eating good. We're eating fucking good. But yeah, basically both... Okay, reminder for folks who don't know. If you are planning to play through the entire series, Judgment, time-wise, comes after 6, but Judgment's only connection to the Yakuza games is 1 very, very minor character in a sub-story, 2 is set in Kamurocho, and 3 features a group called the Tojo Clan, which I've never heard of the Tojo Clan before. I don't know about y'all. I keep hearing that they keep fucking something up. I don't know what it is, but essentially Judgment can be played whenever. Lost Judgment has stipulations. 1. Lost Judgment, surprise, is a sequel to Judgment. So do not play Lost Judgment before Judgment. It doesn't outright spoil Judgment, but it does go into some spoilery bits at moments. And more importantly, if you are planning to play all of these games, Lost Judgment makes reference to a plot point from Yakuza Like a Dragon 2 or 3 times, and it is a major spoiler for this game. So if you are planning to play Lost Judgment, I will warn you, at least do LAD first. Because there is a big plot point that happens in the last third of this game that gets referenced by Lost Judgment multiple times, And if you are playing through the Yakuza games and decide to just do Lost Judgment because, you know, you want to do that before a turn-based game, it's going to spoil you on Like a Dragon. And it is pretty obvious. It's not one of those things that's, you know, a hint, hint, nudge, nudge kind of hint. It is an outright thing that you will literally see and go, wait, that's not right. And then you'll realize is a Like a Dragon plot point very quickly. So if you are planning to play Judgment and Lost Judgment on PC, and please do, because as I've said multiple times, they are two of RGG's fucking best. Judgment first, can be played whenever. Lost Judgment after Judgment, and if you care about plot continuity and obviously not spoiling yourself, after Lost Judgment. After Like a Dragon. And, more importantly, the third part of this puzzle that I forgot to mention, Kaito Files, the DLC. Kaito Files does not spoil the main plot of Lost Judgment in any way outside of, you know, characters that survive the game, you know, if characters are going to die, etc., etc. Kaito Files is, however, set January 2022. So it is the most up-to-date in the plot of the entire series. You might kind of get a mini LED spoiler from Kaito Files, but not quite as bad as Lost Judgment. Kaito Files, if you do 100%, like, go through and do all the side stuff that Kaito Files has, it'll take you about 10 hours. It is very, very good. It has one of RGG's best female characters. Shoutouts. It has literally Kaito as a main antagonist, Jesus Christ, main protagonist with two new fighting styles. New. Because one of them is based off of Kiryu's Brawler style from Zero, and one is based off of Kiryu's Beast style from Zero. And if you have ever gone into a Dragon Engine game and thought to yourself, the Brawler combat doesn't work quite as well as the older engine, I would agree with you. Judgment nails it. Lost Judgment gets it fucking bang on. Judgment is good. Judgment starts off rough. I would recommend you get combo speed in Judgment early. It will make it feel so much better. Lost Judgment starts with max combo speed and literally just tells you to go play the video game. Lost Judgment's combat is amazing. So is Kaito Files. Judgment, Lost Judgment, and Kaito Files, they've nailed the Brawler combat in the Dragon Engine. They've nailed it. At last. So, go play them. Go play them. Have fun. Enjoy them. Very much enjoy them. And, yeah. Yeah, it is set in January. Hey, Argic, yeah, it is a very good day to be an RGG fan. We've just been, the run died, unfortunately. As you can see, we've just been talking heavily about, obviously, what happened today, the RGG Summit. It is almost 5 p.m, so it's dinner time for me, actually. I can't start a new run now, because this run is 4 hours long, and I'll be going till 11 p.m, and I wouldn't eat, which is bad. Yeah, no, that's the thing that excites me the most about the Judgment on PC announcement, because the series has always been a bit, will they, won't they continue it with, you know, the whole Johnny situation. But the thing is, if they have allowed Judgment and Lost Judgment on Steam, then surely that means they're happy to keep working with Sega. With them being available on PC, surely that's hope for the future of the Judgment series. Because we're not going to get Judgment free this year, because they're doing already 2 full-size games in Ishin, which is a full fucking remake. Mind blown on that one. RGG8, they have said, is the most ambitious game in the series, which sounds like they want it to be bigger than Yakuza 5. And they're also doing Gaiden, which is not quite a full-sized Yakuza game, but it's still going to be, you know, made by RGG Studio, and it's coming out this year. So there's no room for Judgment this year. But this year was called RGG Summit 2022, which to me indicates they want to do more RGG Summits. So let's look to next year. They'll probably have a final trailer for RGG Gaiden. They'll have a big information blowout for Like a Dragon 8. I don't think we hear about Like a Dragon 8 at all now until next year. For now, the focus is going to be full on Ishin, Gaiden. Next, RGG Summit 2023. I think we get news on RGG8, a giant information blowout, and I think they will reveal, obviously, the game for 2024. Judgment free, anybody? Gaiden might be between end of 6 and 7? No, they've confirmed that Gaiden is between the end of 6 and 7. And between 7 and 8. They've already confirmed it. Holy shit. You're speaking about this. A Kiryu Gaiden game that starts off with a cutscene talking about his family. Oh my god, there's a chance we get Dragon Engine Okinawa. Ooh. Ooh. You've put this in my head. 8 is a prequel. No. No. Things that got announced today. Ishin, standalone, set 1800s. All the way back there. RGG8. Like a Dragon 8. That's the next game. That's the next mainline game. The last game that got announced today. Bloody Like a Dragon Gaiden. Kiryu action game. Spin-off, but still main plot. Set in the events between 6 and LAD, so that it explains what Kiryu was up to. And they've also said it's set in the period between LAD and the, obviously unreleased, LAD 8. It's so weird to go from LAD to LAD 8. It sounds wrong. It sounds completely wrong. Am I okay? No. It sounds completely wrong, but Gaiden, no. Gaiden is not DLC. Gaiden is a standalone, spin-off, but actually main plot, action game, starring Kiryu. It's not hard. There you go. Microsoft numbering, exactly. Gaiden is not a full game in terms of length. It is the size of what they were saying was like 2 Kaito files. But it is a full game. It is a full-on Ryuga Gotoku Studio Yakuza game featuring Kiryu, but the size of the game, it's standalone, but the size of the game is 2 Kaito files, which Kaito files was a good size in and of itself for DLC, to be honest. So it's probably going to be a release that isn't a full-priced release. It's probably going to be, it's not going to be like budget, but it's going to be, instead of being like 70 quid, like obviously like Ishin is, it's probably going to be like 50. Which I think would be very good. Be very, very good. But it's not a stopgap in between the releases, but it's basically the other game for next year. It's basically the spin-off, so. But yeah. Action Yakuza fans, you're eating good as well. Considering you're getting a full-on remake of Ishin and a whole new Kiryu game that, you know, I don't think any of us were expecting. So, I've done a tier list of all RGG games. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. There's also a chat command for it, but I don't remember what that is. So, yeah. Excited about Ishin getting a remake. I am as well. Like, it's funny because, like, I'll hold the L forever on this, and I'm happy to. I said 15 minutes before the reveal, this is Ishin. This does not need a Kiwamiing. But at the same time, even though I said that, and even though I am in the firm belief that this doesn't need a Kiwamiing, I'm kind of glad that it is. Because RGG are absolutely going the extra mile. They're absolutely going the extra mile for remaking Ishin. They did not need to remake Ishin. Ishin runs absolutely beautifully buttery smooth, full 60 FPS 1080p on PS4. Like, it literally was like 0 and like K1 it runs like. It literally would have been, like, you could have gotten away with just, you know, porting it to modern systems. And obviously localizing it. So, RGG actually taking the effort to remake this in, not even the Dragon Engine, but the Unreal Engine, that's not doing it cheaply. Like, and the fact that Ishin is going to be a hard localization. Reminder that even in the Japanese version of this game, there is an in-game dictionary for certain terms and phrases. The localization of this game is going to be very bloody impressive, considering this is a hard game to localize. This is the one. This is the one that I just never expected. And we're getting a full-on Kiwami for it? They're making all the effort. They're making so much effort. Like, this is one of those days where please, obviously, like, go and, like, thank and praise RGG Studios, because I can't imagine the work that goes into these games and the fact that, you know, we're getting a full day and date release in the West and the East, full-on localization of one of the hardest games to localize. Like, holy shit. Yeah, I'm hoping that everyone who said that they would buy Ishin if it came out in the West actually puts their money where their mouths are. Let me try and find the gameplay trailer. Actually, I can find it on here because it'll be in my history, won't it? I can show you. Yes, there it is. I can show you the sub-story stuff. No, they privated it. No, it's gone. Damn it. They privated it. They knew. They knew we saw it. Damn it. I have juicy stuff. I have juicy stuff in my VOD. Nice. illegal footage. Nice. They're adding stuff to Ishin. They're adding sub-stories to Ishin. They're changing the battle dungeon. Like, most of the they showed off the mini games as well. The fan dancing minigame is back. The farm stuff with Haruka is all back. Koi Koi, Ochikabu, all the old gambling games are back. Mahjong's there, etc. Shogi's there as well. The wood cutting is still there. They showed off a whole bunch. Fishing is obviously still there. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. They could have just ported Ishin to modern consoles, but they full on damn well Kiwami'd it. Whether or not, you know, I feel like it needs it or not, doesn't fucking matter. They've gone through all of that effort to Kiwami the damn thing. Like, they're fully going in. Like, holy shit. Yeah, chicken racing. Like, the new characters, Arakawa. Did they actually confirm Arakawa? Like, for those who haven't seen on Twitter, what RGG are doing is they're doing the lottery thing that they did for the ARG for Lost Judgment, where you get a character tweeted at you when you do certain things, and we've already seen that Hannah is still in the game, Park is still in the game, Orio's actress is changing. Masato, you mean the Young Master? Because if you mean the Young Master, yeah, he's part of the main story. I was talking Arakawa Senior. Because here's the thing. Hannah's still in. Hannah is still in. 100%. Hannah is still in. Here's the thing. The one character, the one main character that we do not know about is, in the first chapter of the game, Sakamoto Ryoma's foster father, would you believe it, is Kazuma Fuma Oyabun. His actor, unfortunately, passed away a good couple of years ago. So, are they going to do a tribute to him, or are they going to replace him? We don't know. We don't know. They are being very clever and not showing off any cutscenes that involve him. So, we don't know yet. Honestly, as I've said, I wouldn't mind them doing a tribute to him, you know. Giving him a brand new model and then, you know, reusing his voice lines and then doing it in memory of at the very end of the game. I can't speak, I've got a lisp. Like I just now say Fuma Oyabun. It's a meme. It's a meme. Good old Fuma Oyabun. Good old OG1's dub. But it's so hilarious how Hayashi has been replaced as a character in the main Ishin storyline, and Shindo has been added in a sub-story. God, the irony. It cuts deep. Oh, I'll tell you one person who is also in Ishin. Baseball Man. He's not an actual character. He's still only a part of the battle minigame stuff. But we saw him. He's still in the battle minigame stuff. In the battle dungeon stuff, we've seen a bunch of side characters we've not seen for ages. Kaoru, the dog from Lost Judgment. Dave Yamaorochi from 5, Ed, Reiji, Tendo. So they're adding new characters to the Battle Dungeon stuff, and it also looks like they're changing up the Battle Dungeon stuff, because on the Steam page for it, let me get to the Steam page for it. Let me get to the Steam page for it, because it's very important, actually. Like a Dragon Ishin. Like a Dragon, the Steam page is up, by the way. You can't buy it just yet, or at least you couldn't buy it earlier. I'm not sure if you can now. Steam page is up, by the way. Oh, you can! Neat. Know what I'm doing tonight. On the Steam page for it, there's a couple of screenshots. Again, you got the iconic pose between fucking Mine is so sexy, goddamn. I do like as well how they show off like the 3 lieutenants, like, hey guys, it's the lieutenants from Yakuza 0. Here's Kuze. You'll love Kuze. Please buy the game. But there's a couple of things. This right here. So how do I full screen screenshots? I don't remember. This right here. Usually you can only use the cards for the Battle Dungeon in the actual Battle Dungeon minigame. Ricky, by the way. But this is clearly the city, which was never one of the Battle Dungeons. It was always just the tunnel systems. So why can you use these cards in the city? Is it still the Battle Dungeons? Or have they reworked it? Because they showed off in the gameplay trailer. They showed off a couple of what looked like optional challenge fights of some of the boss fights. So I think they've redone the Battle Dungeon to do like challenge battles, which is really good because the Battle Dungeon is a bit poopy. It's a bit terrible. It's a bit of a grind, and you have to do the Battle Dungeon to unlock the Amon fight in Ishin. Yes, there's an Amon fight in Ishin. Don't act surprised. You could guess. So if they have reworked the entirety of the Battle Dungeon stuff, I'm so excited. Like, holy shit. They are putting worth. Soldier skills on the Asian RGG website. Yeah, because all the cards that happen in this minigame, or in the Battle Dungeon minigame, all had skills on them. So some of them gave you, like, attack or healed. But agile summons now as well. So we don't know if it's gonna be, like, the actual Battle Dungeon, or the thing that I'm curious about, whether we can take them around the main game themselves, because that will legitimately change up the gameplay, which is interesting, which is very interesting. So I'm curious. I'm very, very curious as to what happens here. Like they could have just ported Ishin, but they've gone full in with a Kiwami, and I'll forever happily hold the L about me saying that Ishin doesn't need a Kiwami. I'll happily hold that L. So I'll happily hold that L. The one thing that I would like, the one returning character that I would like in Yakuza Ishin, like a Dragon Ishin, bring back Bob. In the original Ishin, Bob is in the Bakumetsu period. He handles your DLC items. In this video game, the Deluxe Edition, there are items. Bob. Bring him back. Bring him back. Bring back Bob. Bring him back. Also, if any of these swords and stuff are anything like the DLC swords that Ishin were in the first place, it should get, like, it's DLC, so it should get, like, banned anyway from the speedrun until you do, like, any % DLC. But if any of these swords that come in, like, these sets are anything like the swords you get as DLC in Ishin, ban them. They'll be massively overpowered. Ban them. Ban them. Ban these swords. Absolutely not. Yeah, wouldn't that be ironic? We don't get Dragon Engine Bob, but we get Unreal Engine Bob. How does this work? How did this man do it? What a mystery. Canon can't be broken. I wonder as well, actually, this does make me wonder whether they're going to change up parts of the gameplay. Because again, in Kenzan, two-handed weapons break armored enemies' armor a lot quicker, whereas in Ishin, they don't. So I wonder whether they go back to that, or whether they change up the armored enemies completely. I'm excited. Again, being Unreal doesn't guarantee every cutscene is skippable, but if it
is like the Dragon Engine and every cutscene is skippable, Ishin's run is going to go sub 3 hours. That's exciting. That's very exciting. That's very cool. It's going to be nice to... And also with Gaiden, it's going to be like 2 hours, kind of like K2 again. Like, it's going to be nice to have Dragon Engine speedruns that are around 2 hours again. Like, it's going to be nice. It's going to be very nice. It's going to be very, very nice. Anyway, it's 5 p.m. As you can see, it's 5 p.m. I'm going to head off. I'm going to go get dinner. I'm bloody hungry. I'm bloody hungry. I've been awake since 8 a.m. The last time I ate was 10 a.m. So I'm going to go get some food. This has been a cracking stream. We're eating good today. We're eating very good today. I will probably be back with an evening stream tonight. If I can download Judgment in time, we might be checking out the PC version of Judgment or Lost Judgment. I'm not sure if I have. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do a full 5-hour Judgment stream is the problem. So maybe I'll grab Lost Judgment and do a speedrun of Lost Judgment instead. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. Or we'll go for my original plan, which is to do my first speedrun of Dead Rising 2 off the record, because that's only about an hour long, and I'll be able to do multiple runs of that. But yeah, thank you all so very much. God damn. God damn. We're eating good today. Let me find somebody to host up on the way out. Who we got? Who's online? There's a bunch of people online today, actually. I have not been able to raid you because of my DGen sleep schedule. So, you are perfect. Gonna be raiding up someone who was in chat earlier. Firehead27, thank you very much for the Prime Gaming. Also, the nice thing about doing multiple streams is we're getting rid of the ads for the ad campaign, which we're doing not too bad at the minute, actually. If I check real quick, we're at 49 hours of 105 for this month, so we're almost halfway through the month. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Wonderful. Anyway, High Spirits was here earlier. High Spirits is a speedrunner, an RPG speedrunner, who does a bunch of the Dragon Quest games. High Spirits is currently doing, right now, Dragon Quest 9. Solo/hero community games. So go and check them out. They are absolutely awesome. And yeah, thank you all very much for watching. Hopefully I'll see you again later tonight for second stream. It'll be a bit shorter than the stream. Unless I do find the energy to do a full Judgment PC speedrun. Damn. I can't believe I'm saying those words. See you later, folks.